obviously want to win this tournament, and we have had a lot of time to practice, and we have a lot of talented players we brought to this tournament.
Toată lumea vorbește de Iași. Iași e capitalul sportului în țara asta.
Over 700 gamers from around the globe will join us to compete and battle it out for glory to earn their place in the pantheon of champions.
Because of this event, so I'm really happy that I saw a lot of female team. Like, it's an opportunity to play against them all.
We've been looking at the other teams so far, and we've been scouting them, like what they play and how they feel like.
Cel mai bun eveniment de până acum la care am fost eu în țara la noi.
Beautiful country, beautiful people, amazing food.
Good luck to everyone. Let's enjoy together these days of sharing memories.
We have a couple of things prepared, so we're coming in with a little strat book, but enough to win our games.
The top 3 players will make it out there, right? So basically 2 people will make it out on the lower side and 1 person gets to advance. So whoever's the main winner, they're ahead of everybody. I used to be a competitor in it, now I'm a commentator, and obviously, but this game is itself, right? There's a lot of fighting games out there. This is a 1, 2, 3D fighting game.
Having so many countries in this city is something very special, and it's an honor to be here and play against most.
Am văzut că sunt foarte multe echipe, sper să fiu nu prea mult în ultima perioadă meciurile, dar cred că USA o să ne surprindă foarte mult.
I'm confident and I have plans for my opponents, but I know they are good players, so I'll do my best.
Esports is a free community. It's a dynamic, fun environment for people to enjoy themselves and have a good time.
Este o experiență foarte importantă pentru mine și țin mult la cosplay.
In the International Esports Federation, we have 140 countries here present, 140 people that represent their country.
It's good to see how involved people are here.
I consider that without loss you cannot become a better player.
Cea mai frumoasă deschidere, pot să zic, a fost la acest IESF din România.
So what we know is that video game players, professional esport athletes, are cognitive performers. They're performing not only with the mechanics of the micromechanics of their finger movements, but also with their brains.
think this is the best day of my life.
If you take the positives from your loss, that can build you into a better player and make sure that you can keep improving and progressing and doing your best.
It's our first time here in Romania for the IESF tournament. Everyone is enjoying a lot. I hope we can have a good result.
I never thought about playing professional too seriously at the start, and then I just started getting opportunities, and I was like, okay, wow, this is getting pretty serious.
And good evening, people of Yash. How are we feeling today? Make some noise if you're enjoying yourself out there. All right, I love it. I love it. Listen, I hope y'all have enjoyed a variety of esports here for the World Esports Championship. We've had Tekken, what a grand final. We've had Counter-Strike, the women's competition, the men's competition. But guess what? This next game is a game every single one of y'all know. Any football fans out there? All right, so I want to hear y'all bring the noise. Let's have some fun with it. We have our consolation third place medal match coming up here in just a moment. That'll be followed by our grand final. I want y'all to bring the energy. Let's have some fun with it. This is a sport that y'all know, y'all love here in Romania. It's going to be a great time, and I'm going to be here stage hosting the entire time. My name is John Kefalukas, also known as Fallout. I've been your stage host over for the Dota and MLBB competition. And guess what? Without further ado, it is time for our grand final competition third place medal, followed by first and second place. And the first team that it is my honor to introduce and bring to the main stage, representing the Spanish-speaking entity of Europe, it's none other than Spain's very own Mestre! Make some noise for Mestre! Oh! Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you being here. Second team that's competing, guess what? We have a battle of the European Spanish-speaking nation versus the North American Spanish-speaking nation, because guess what? The other team competing for a third place bronze medal, Mexico's very own, the Arsenal Style! We have Mestre, Spain to my right, Arsenal to my left, gearing up for what's going to be a great competition. Both teams, I believe, playing as Man United. Is that correct?
Yeah, I play Man United. He will play Arsenal.
All right, Man United versus Arsenal is the competition. I'm going to start with you, Mestre. The tournament so far, being here, competing for a third place trophy. First and foremost, what does it mean to you to be representing your country, España?
Yeah, of course. As I always represent them, it's just an honor. I'm proud of myself to have arrived here to this point. And even I'm prouder to play against this great guy and great person as well.
I like that. Honor and recognition shown. With that said, it's an honor to play against him, but you're going to take the win here? You feeling confident against Mexico here?
Yeah, why not? I'll do my best, of course. He's a great player, but it's just against me. If I do my level, I think I can win it.
Spain is next level. Make some noise for Spain, everybody, if you want Europe to be represented. Anyone for Europe? For Spain? Okay, I like to see it. On the flip side, representing Mexico is the Arsenal Style. You're playing as Arsenal in the name. Are you always playing Arsenal? Is it because it's in your gamer tag? I feel like you have to.
No, not really. I picked the Arsenal this year because I feel it's a strong team. I will be choosing it if I don't think it was this strong. But honestly, just because I feel very comfortable with it.
It's amazing. Well, hey, any thoughts in your preparation of game plan going up against him? Have you been watching any of his film? What's your strategy going to be like going into this competition?
The strategy is the same as always. I've been playing him a lot, and this is a match I've been looking for the last year because he's in an impressive level, and it's beautiful to be here in Romania playing against him.
It's amazing. Hey, for any Spanish-speaking, for any Mexicans watching you back home, do you have any words in Spanish?
Viva Mexico!
I like that. On the flip side, I got to give the same respect here to my friend from España. Any words for those watching you at home, for any Spanish speakers out there?
Nada, gracias por apoyarme siempre y vamos a por esa medalla.
There you have it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Mexico and for Spain. Once again, it is our eFootball third place match for a chance at some hardware and a bronze medal. Gentlemen, feel free to shake hands. Good luck to both of y'all. A little slowly awkward shaking hands. And then, of course, the trophy behind us as well. Gentlemen, you can go back to your booth. Good luck to both teams. And once again, everybody, make some noise for our semifinal matchup between these two teams here live in Iași. And with that said, these players will go. They'll get locked in. But it is time to pass it to not the duo commentators. They've been doing up all weekend long or all week long. But guess what? We're going to have our first tri-cast. So 3 commentators. And to call the action, we have the kings of hype themselves, Fierita Catalano. We have Stuart Wezza Wesley and Barry the Midnight Kid O'Halloran. Gentlemen, bring the noise, bring the energy. Let's have ourselves a grand final and take it away.
And thank you very much, Fallout. Thanks a lot. We are here, we are live in Romania, in Iași. Mulțumesc, Romania, mulțumesc, Iași. We are enjoying very much, and I'm joined by the 2 people that know this game better than no one else in Earth. Welcome, Wezza FC.
I tell you, I thought John would have hyped enough. We've now got Fierita. I don't know who's competing for the hype job here.
I'm not lying.
But welcome in, everybody. Yeah, relax, settle in, enjoy a little bit of eFootball. We have 2 fantastic games for you here that are to come, and we hope you're going to enjoy this. Of course, it is the first time we are commentating as a 3. Barry O'Halloran also here alongside you, Fierita. It's great to have him here as well.
I'm here, and I'm ready for action. I want to see goals. I want to see action, and I want to see the crowd getting hyped with energy, because I want to see good goals, good action. Everything that we've waited for is now upon us.
And we must say hola a todos los amigos que hablan castellano. There is a lot of Spanish speaking watching this stream all over the world. Yeah. Así que un abrazo a México, un abrazo a España, y mulțumesc Romania once again. We are very, very interested in this match because these 2 guys have different styles, but they're both very good players. So I will ask Wes about Spain, and I will ask Barry about Mexico. So what may we expect from Mestre?
A little bit of everything from him, folks. In terms of Miguel Mestre as a player within eFootball, he is one of the world's very best. That's not hyperbole. That's not me overhyping it. He is genuinely one of the world's best. And certainly at this moment in time, one of the best players in Europe. We always said throughout all of this competition just how difficult it was going to be for any of these teams to progress into even the 3rd place playoff match that we can see today. I wouldn't want to play against him in the mood that he's in, because, there is no such thing as a bad time, or a good time in this case, to play against Miguel Mestre. He has brilliant attacking play, he has brilliant defensive play, and as we have said so many times already, there is a plan A, there's a plan B, there's a plan C, all the way down to Z. So he will have everything game planned, and it will be brilliant to watch him go to work.
And what can we expect from the Arsenal style, from Mexico? Because a lot of people is saying in the chat, I want to see Celik, I want to see Celik.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to bring goals. I mean, this guy was scoring for fun. I said it in the group stage. I think he was top scorer in the group stage, and he's been absolutely unbelievable at scoring goals. He came up against a fairly tough opponent in the semi-finals, but he was ready for action. I think he's going to be unreal today.
So here is the road to this final. And Barry, as you were talking about Mexico, how did he reach the final?
Yeah, well, you can see there, I mean, he came up against Japan, and he did struggle a bit against Japan, but I would say that the last match results there that you're seeing is going to be something that I think he'll look to, now that the shackles are off maybe, right? Now that the shackles are off a little bit, lads, he might look to score a little bit more and express himself a little bit more. His name is the Arsenal style. He'll want to throw on the style.
Absolutely. And again, if you're looking at the stats to the right-hand side and it slightly confuses you, don't panic. They are correct. These are the stats from the semi-final. And it just goes to show what a good job that Japan did in locking down that offense. But to take you back to that stat that we referenced on the stream, in the group stage, he had 50 goals for and 4 against. He had a plus 46 in goal difference. So you know that the Arsenal style can play football. You know he can get the ball forward. And certainly with that 3 at the back, that 3-4-3 diamond that we've seen from him, it certainly threw a lot of people off, but it didn't dislodge Japan, who we will see later on. But certainly well worth a look in terms of both of these teams. It's going to be an incredible matchup. And I think we may be able to potentially see the Spanish side of things in terms of the stats that are there.
Just to let you know, this match is very important. 1, because it gives you a place in the podium, and 2nd, because it has prize money.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of prize money, this third place playoff is 4,000 USD. So the prize pool for eFootball as a total is 20,000 USD. So, but again, in terms of what we said, in terms of it looked very regular and normal for Mestre, right up until he got to Hassan Pajani. And to Mestre's credit, he actually took the lead against Hassan Pajani. And it's the first time he was really kind of put under any real pressure.
Yeah.
But again, you can see, again, from those stats on the right-hand side, you only could get 3 shots off against Iran. So you're going to look at that Japan versus Iran tie, which you have later on after this game. But you can see the kind of the damage that was done in those semi-finals. But looking all the way through, he's looked very confident throughout. And judging by body language, as we sometimes say on stream,
he's very chilled.
He's very relaxed. He's very loose. He's very content with how he knows that he can play the game. And certainly, we're going to have a very, very good game on our hands.
And
here.
those 3 shots, I think they were all off the crossbar of the post. So he did mention that to us tonight as well.
Exactly. And for all those of us, for those joining right now, how will this this series will be played?
Oh, the series will be played with the highest level of competition you're going to see. Maybe outside of Japan
but I mean,
and Iran.
best of?
Oh, it's best of 5, beg your pardon. I was looking to see where he was going to lead me, folks. But best of 5, so you are looking for 3 wins. If you get 3 wins, you win the series, and that is your place in the competition. Of course, if you lose 3, you are into 4th.
Yes, and you know, for those that doesn't follow eFootball very much, we have a lot of newcomers here. Speaking with the players, one player, which I will not mention, said to me, you know, when you play best of 5, there's no luck.
Yeah.
Is the best one, the one who can go through. It's not that you can have a best of 5 just because of luck. Do you agree?
I do agree with that. And now I think when we're here, right, obviously both of these guys want to be in the grand final, right? But there's still something to play for here. And they'll want to go out on this, not just for this competition, but for the next competition that they're in as well and say, listen, I have one up now on you, or I have one up on this guy or whatever. So I think that now that the shackles are off slightly, we will get goals in this game, which we want to see. Get the crowd going, get everybody going, get us going.
Oh, absolutely.
And just warm us up for that grand finale.
Of course, and we are live in Twitch, in YouTube. The other day I was called Dominic Toretto. Now someone says, thank you, The Rock. Okay.
They're being very generous there, Maria. They're very generous.
Thank you. For me, I look more like Charles Barkley, but thank you anyway. I really appreciate. Our man Weza, he's from England. Our man, the Midnight Kid, he's from Ireland. And as you will tell by my USA accent, I'm from Argentina. So thank you very much. Really, I want to thank all the team. They did an excellent job. All the people from IESF, from Anna to Victor, to all on everyone, to Santa, to Vlad, everybody. Well, start the match.
We're straight in. Running, and as we mentioned in the pre-interviews, it will be Spain and Manchester United from left to right, and it will be Mexico from right to left. Rashford, double touch, opening shots, and it's just being parried wide.
What did I tell you, Wes? We're going to have goals straight away. The shackles are off, and Mestre now will probably look in a little wry smile from the Arsenal style there. He says, if you're going to play that game, double touch, fast acceleration, I'm going to come back at you. This is going to be an absolute belter, I think, Wes.
Yeah, and with both players knowing each other so well, it's going to be one of those types of games. As the ball goes into the box, Jesus clears it away, only as far as Anthony. Lokonga looks to lead it forward. Can Mexico launch a counter-attack here? Here is Martinelli. Martinelli through to Smith Rowe, and it's cleared away by Scott McTominay. It's run back by Smith Rowe. Mexico, can they get forward here? Is Jesus looking for the wide ball, and Luke Shaw will clear it away. So you would imagine that the first maybe 15 or so in-game minutes will be these guys maybe settling down into a bit of a rhythm, and then they'll look to try and do some damage as Havertz finds Smith Rowe, and Evans will intercept it. Here is Casemiro on to Luke Shaw. Shaw back to Eric Bailly. Ball goes forward towards Rashford. And Holding will clear it away. Here is Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe to Martin Ødegaard. Mexico looking to progress play here. Here's Smith Rowe. Looks to play it through here. Finds Martinelli. And it's Rafael Varane that will clear it away. Only as far as Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe looking across to Ødegaard. And Mexico looking neat pirouette there from Martin Ødegaard. And Mexico just trying to turn on the flare a little bit there.
Yeah, that's what we want to see.
Absolutely. You want to try and unseat your opponent. You want to try and just give them something they're not quite used to. Here's Lokonga in towards Havertz. Havertz looking to shake to shoot. Can he get a shot off? It's a strike! And Havertz scores, and Mexico take the lead.
1-0 Wes. What an absolute beautiful goal. Stunning shot, powered it up. No stopping that. No stopping that at all. Mestre is a little bit shocked, I'd say, by that one, but it's business as usual for the Arsenal style. What an absolute start to this, and it's going to be continuing on like this for the night, I hope.
Y en solo 13 minutos es México quien pasa adelante en el resultado. México 1. España 0.
Is that Spanish for what a thunderbolt by Mexico? I hope so, because it was an absolute thunderous strike. And you can see just here how he progresses the ball. Lokonga into Havertz, and again, as we said, trying to do something your opponent's not really expecting. You may be expecting the extra pass, you drop off a little bit too far, and he is absolutely thundered into the back of the net.
He just teased him and turned him inside out, and then next thing, it was just in the back of the net. There's no stopping it.
Blink and you will miss it, folks. Mexico take an early lead, and as we said, 15 in-game minutes into the game, and it's going to start to maybe settle into that rhythm. But as you quite rightly said during the group stage, Barry, Plan A will now go out the window. Spain have got to turn it on.
We knew we were going to get goals, Wes.
And Mexico may try and double that lead, but instead, Casemiro will clear it away. Here is Anthony Martial in towards Luke Shaw. Shaw looks to go forward, finds Martial. Martial and Spain looking to drive forward here. Saliba will clear, and Mexico will play it away once more. Here's Gabriel Martinelli. Here's Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe onto Martinelli. Mexico looking to just probe and push that back line of Spain, but the door is getting closed at the moment, but the ball is being retained in midfield, and we always say within eFootball, these midfield battles are so important to really win, aren't they, Barry?
Yeah, they are, man. I think Mestre's got a little issue here, and it's something you mentioned, Wes, before the game. That three at the back is giving him the midfield. I mean, Mestre doesn't have midfield at all because he's overpowered and he's overmanned, so that's just something to keep an eye on here.
As we saw, Japan did so well in terms of overloads, and that might have just maybe been a bit of a game plan for Mestre, but he's so confident in his own game plan, I don't think he really needs any advice from me.
No,
certainly not.
Not from any of us.
Here is Emil Smith-Rowe onto Martinelli.
Si recién te sumas, es España en la camiseta roja, es México en la verde. It's Spain with the red shirt, it's Mexico in the green one.
Indeed it is. It is Manchester United versus Arsenal. It is Spain versus Mexico, and it is the third place playoff here as Gabriel Jesus looks to try and dribble into the box. He stops, super cancels, tries to get a ball box for box. Havertz scrambles at the back post, but the defender gets in the way.
It's a half chance. It's a half chance, but Mestre hasn't really, I think, got a foothold in this game yet. So that's just something I think he's going to want a little bit of skill there as well. But, I mean, Arsenal style is set up perfectly with that back three. He hasn't been stretched at all yet, Wes.
No, he's got to try and maybe address it. He's got to, as he has these plans. He's going to have a contingency plan for being behind in the game as Timber wins the header. Here's Casemiro, Scott McTominay. Can Spain answer back here? Anthony on towards Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes, it'll go! Oh, he's just gone wide!
Ay, 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 qué cerca. How close that was.
Goes with a Travella and goes a little bit of style, and it just finds its way past the post. And Mexico sparing one of those 9 lives that they've been using all the way through this tournament.
Well, that's the first time we've seen him use the overlap as well, and it nearly resulted in a goal, so he'll be getting a bit of confidence from that.
He may do, but there might be a problem here, but luckily for Spain, they've closed the door. It's Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes forward to Anthony. Anthony looking forward for Rashford, and Saliba will clear it away. Bailly wins the header. Casemiro to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes onto Rashford. What can Mestre conjure up here? Dummy from Martial. Martial has men over, but Timber closes the door. And Mexico again, it's that 3 at the back. It just offers you, strangely, a little bit more protection, even though you've got less players at the back. It gives you that idea to get more defenders back.
It's very risky, but when it works for you, you do dominate that midfield where a lot of games are won. So that's what Arsenal styles is actually dependent on.
In fact, many players were trying not to cross with Mexico just because of his 3 players defending.
It's awkward. It's awkward, but it's a good double touch there. But yeah, it's an awkward game plan to come up against Furito. It's not the norm. You normally see 4-3-3 or a derivative of 4-2-3-1. Instead, you're getting a bit of 3-4-3 here, and that is attacking at will. As we'll see, Smith Rowe, he's got players over, should he use them? Jesus in the box, looking to try and dribble away from the man. Jesus, 2-0!
It's an incredible goal again. I mean, Mestre does everything right there, but it's just good defense, but better offense and better attacking options available there. Arsenal style has got 2 good chances, Wes, and he's buried them. And that has been the difference in this first half.
There's one word to describe that, 3 syllables. Composure.
Yeah, man.
So composed in the box, just to waits for Varane to commit the leg, turns the other way, finds the control strike in, and doubles his lead. The Arsenal side 2 goals ahead in game 1.
And showing a lot of dominance of the game.
Absolutely, absolutely. He's taking those chances. He's making the most of those opportunities. It's Erdegaard to Jesus. Jesus to Smith Rowe. Back to Erdegaard. Erdegaard will have a man over here. It's Gabriel Martinelli. Back towards Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe down the line towards Martinelli. It's offside, but we are into injury time, so it won't necessarily be too worrying there for Mexico. They go into the break with 2 goals up in game 1, and we speak about how important it is within series for you in terms of taking the lead in the first game and potentially taking that first game. You know, in terms of what we can see here, can you see a way back for Spain here?
Well, for sure, because this is a best of 5. So even if he cannot climb this match, what he needs, I heard another player say to him, if you lose one, please keep focused, because you have plenty of opportunities left.
Yeah, absolutely, and it'll be that mentality, it'll be that psychology to go with it. Here's Anthony, though, and he may find a route back in here, Spain. Here's Bruno Fernandes looking across, and instead Smith Rowe will clear it away. Here's Saliba, looks to deliver a long ball forward, and Luke Shaw will head it down. Here's Martial, flicked on towards Rashford. Rashford on towards Anthony. Can Spain get a goal back? They can't. Rob Holding will come away with it.
It's 3 defenders that look like 30.
He's living dangerously, but he's going to gamble on that because that's just his style.
Absolutely.
He's not going to change it. The Arsenal style.
It's the Arsenal style.
Absolutely. And there is such a thing about belief in your own system, but as I say, there's almost that fine line between kind of belief and stupidity. You can't believe in it too much, because if it goes the wrong way, you're going to have to change something. But at the moment, 2 goals to 0 up, 53 minutes on the clock. Certainly in the driver's seat for this game. As we see Smith Rowe collect the ball. Here is Declan Rice. Rice over towards Martinelli. Here is Martinelli. Goes for the stunning cross into the box. Jesus, and it's headed clear by Varane. Casemiro will knock it on once more. He's Bruno Fernandes. It's cleared it away to Lokonga, though. Here's Erdegaard. Smith Rowe. Mexico again on the attack. As we said, going from left to right now after half-time. Here's Declan Rice. Goes for a pass there into Erdegaard. Erdegaard looking for a quick one through, but Rafael Varane will shut the door, and Rashford will now try and lead a Mexico counter-attack. Rashford on towards Anthony.
But look how many green shirts.
It's a wave. It's a green wave back, but there is a ball found into the centre for Rashford. Rashford, can he find a strike? Rabona turn, double touch. It was a wonderful move, so much so I could not keep up with the commentary. It was a Rabona, it was a double touch, and he tried to find a ball in, but he has won the throw-in. Here's McTominay, ball into the box. It's cleared away by Holding. Casemiro, Fernandes. Can Spain find a goal early in the second half? They can't.
It's so difficult, so difficult.
It is.
It's so uphill.
Lester's dialed it up a bit, though, now. He's putting the pressure on.
Absolutely, he has. Here's Rashford. Rashford looking to double touch, gets away from trouble. Double touch again, plays it in towards, and Timber gets it away by a Holding.
Just a fraction too late or too early, depending on which way you look at it.
He's not having any luck at all.
Absolutely.
Any luck
As we said, you need to have luck at this type of moment. There's a bit about having technique and about having your mentality and having composure and all of these different intangibles that we talk about. You still need that element of luck. And he just hasn't quite had it yet as Mestre. And to be fair to Mexico, they have controlled the game from a chances point of view, and they've taken all they can. It's Jesus, beautiful back heel, Smith Rowe with a strike, good save from Heaton. And Shaw will get it clear, as we say, that he's taken those opportunities. He's worked.
But
Spain's goalkeeper a lot better.
Look at this play. He was attacking, counter-attack, fast counter-attack. He's still well standing in defense.
Absolutely.
Why?
Absolutely.
It's just the formation he set up. He's not here, look. He's not set up here.
Casemiro trying to get it through. Timber will knock it back to goalkeepers. But yeah, you're quite right in saying it's nearly a bad one there from the goalkeeper. But quite rightly, as you say, you'll look to the game plan here, and granted they've gone to the subterranean early, but you can see there 3 centre-backs and a DMF.
Yeah, well, Declan Rice is acting as a 4 centre-back. He's coming back. That's the problem for Mestre now.
He can never surprise.
Yeah,
he can never surprise Celik.
Yeah.
And in terms of the players that he's got on the field there, they're all likely to, again, depending on what game plan he's going with, whether it's quick counter or long ball counter or any of the other tactics that are available to him, it's dependent on how his defence reacts. They may all just be going flying backwards and all flying forwards. It's, as we saw already, you said, you know, Rashford's getting down on goal, but you can see the yellow shirts or the orange or the green shirt, shall I say, they're just flying backwards in defence.
Well, look what Mestre has changed here. Look how wide he's gotten, and I think this is for a bit of information as well on the next game as well. Looking ahead, he's going to stretch it now. You're going to see all wide play here.
Yeah, there's certainly a little bit of fighting fire with fire as it feels, with a change to 3-5-2.
See, the Arsenal style might do a few more.
And it is a bit of fact-finding. Again, that's a kind of a key part of the esport itself, is that if you know that a game may be away from you, you can sometimes make a change and just try and do a bit of fact-finding. As Rob Holding will clear the ball away. Here's Balogun looking to win the header. It's back down from Mason Mount. Here is Casemiro. Declan Rice will intercept it. Here's Vieira. Tries to get it forward. You can see now Hoyland is now on. You can see the substitutes are going to hopefully be used to great effect here. We'll have a barnstorming 15 minutes plus added time. Balogun wins the header, but it's, again, for Mexico, it's just about keeping the ball as far away from their goal as possible.
As time ticks on now, Mestra's going to have to get a goal early. He's going to have to score in the next attack or two, I think, to get back into this one, or else Arsenal style will hold on.
Yeah, and if you are just joining us, it is a best-of-5 scenario. It's what you're looking at the bottom of the screen. This is the first game of the series. Currently, Mexico 2-0 up against Spain as Balogun looks to drive forward here. Finds Zinchenko. Can Mexico finish it off? They've got a corner.
Un abrazo a Flaco, un abrazo a toda la gente en el chat. There is a lot of people commenting this game.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
There's a lot of them in this studio.
Mostly in Spanish, I must say. I'm proud of that.
Here is Saliba. Saliba flicks it on. Jesus back down to Rob Holding. And Diallo will clear it. Here's Sancho on towards Mason Mount. If you look at the radar at the bottom of your screen, you can just see there's not a lot there for Manchester United going forward and for Spain, but he's trying to fashion an opportunity here. Here's Hoyland, Rashford, there we go. Sancho. He's got Hoyland back in the middle. If he can find him, it's headed clear by Declan Rice.
And there we go.
As you said, that auxiliary defender that comes back and just takes the game away.
He's doing it all. He's dominating. He's a big problem for Mestre in this game.
Ball into the box, looking for Hoyland at the back post, looking for Eric Bailly. Cedric will clear it.
Never distracted. Mexico is never loses his presence in defense.
No, he does not. Here is Eriksen, Sancho looking for Rashford, and Rice again. He's so important in this team, and he's so important with the way that the Arsenal style employs the tactic within Arsenal. He's so integral, as we've said, in terms of the way that he gets back. He covers a lot of ground. As you see, Jesus, Balogun looking forward. Eric Bailly will clear it away. Only as far back as Balogun, who wins it back in. He's Cedric looking forward, and Eric Bailly will clear it away again. Here is Sancho. Eriksen, Rashford onto Mason Mount, looking to Diallo looking in towards Hoyland looking at the back heel, and Saliba sticks a foot out, and we are approaching the closing stages of game 1 in the best-of-5 series in the third-place playoff, and it looks like it is going the way of Mexico.
It is. I mean, time is up now with this clearance here, and we're going to have the Arsenal style taking first blood, I would say.
And there is the final whistle. Game number 1 goes the way of Mexico, and Spain have got some work to do.
I mean, Mestre was a bit unlucky there as well, and that bad luck seems to have followed him through. He was hitting crossbars in the previous semi-final, and now, as you mentioned, Frida, he was unlucky there in a lot of the way, but I've been blown away with Mexico and the Arsenal style, how he's set up there, using Declan Rice in that role. Very, very hard to break that system down with the 3 at the back. High risk, but high reward as well.
Also, we always speak about the offensive player, of the offensive style of the Arsenal style, but how important was his defense in this match?
Well, it's like you've said in the group stages, a good defense is as good as a good attack.
Yeah.
And in this moment, that is what you're seeing from both ends of the field from the Arsenal style. You're seeing great attacking play and taking those chances when you're on top. We see it all the time in real football. You have to take your chances when you're on top of the game, and that's what he did so effectively in that game and took the game away from Spain. And again, defensively, though, he's able to just close the back door, keep a clean sheet.
It's like he was never really in danger. It was just one situation.
Yeah, that Bruno chance. If Mestre got that back, I think he would have taken it an extra step and just slotted it home. He was trying to be a little bit too...
He wasn't scared at any moment.
Yeah.
I mean, the clean sheet was never at risk.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that Bruno Fernandes chance, I can't think of any really guilt-edged opportunities.
Just half chances.
It's just half chances, or as I like to say, it's chances to have chances. There are only so much you can do.
That's a big merit, because every time Spain attacked, he was with a well-placed defense.
Yeah,
he was never surprised. Never surprised.
Not only did he have that 3 back, it was then a case that then all of his midfield went, oh, actually, the ball's going the other way. Sweet, we'll all just go back. And it was just an entire wave that went backwards.
Yeah,
so,
he's pressing as a team forward as well, and that width. If you're playing 3 at the back, you have to spread it. But, I mean, that's easier said than done. When you have somebody chasing you, and you have that 3 at the back that are fast, they're mobile. Timber is a beast as well. And then you've Declan Rice coming back, so you're really setting a wall up there when you go ahead. I mean, Mestre cannot concede first, I think, playing against this 3 at the back.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be that first goal is always crucial. It always sets the tone with any game that you have within eFootball. It is always the first goal. It's not necessarily first goal wins, but it's certainly first goal. It makes the other your opponent have to think differently. It certainly does.
It opens the match. So we are playing this series to best of 5. What does this mean? That whoever wins 3 games keeps the third place. So, in this case, this next match is very important. Why? Because if Mexico wins this match, there's no more error margin for Spain.
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
must win everything from that point on. So this match is really, really, really important.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a key one. Within any best of 5, the second game is always crucial because whoever has lost that first game, you know they have to go out and just set a marker down and say, hey, we need this second one. And whether it's, you know, whether it's you're watching an org or whether you're watching a collective team or even an individual in this case, it is always that second game that is always crucial as we'll go into the second game. Both teams are the same teams from what we're aware, so it will be Spain from left to right, Mexico from right to left, and it will be Manchester United versus Arsenal.
And Arsenal style has gone even closer to the TV. We saw this happening as well. He's in ultimate focus mode now, Wes. If he takes this...
Speaking of ultimate focus mode, he's driving the ball into the box. It's cleared away. But yeah, absolutely. As you said in the group stage when we saw him and in the knockouts, it was almost as though he was hugging the monitor because that is how much focus goes into these two players. And, you know, we talk about the physical drain, but the mental drain, it must be like palpable from what you can see here as Smith Rowe looks to deliver the ball. Here is Lukonga. Lukonga, neat double touch, takes into Jesus. Jesus to Havertz. Havertz trying to get his way around the corner. He plays it back into Jesus. Jesus goes to the swing strike again. Heaton with the manual goalkeeping save.
Good goalkeeping. And here in the chat, Ochep says, this is incredible. Mestre wrestling for a third place. Yes, this is the level of this tournament.
This was the level. In terms of, we were asked about it when there were 64 teams left in the competition. And we were asked, oh, who's the favourite? And we were like, we couldn't tell you. There were 64 teams that very much you could have made a case to any one of them to get into this position or into the grand finals we're going to see later on. But certainly, yeah, you are correct. This is the third place game. And this is 1-0 in a sense from the series in favour of Mexico right now, as we'll see Declan Rice on towards Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe looking to try and spread that play, as Barry said as well. Keep an eye on those switches and keep an eye on those. Just kind of lodge that defence as Jesus tries to win the header. Odegaard does win it down eventually. Here's Havertz. Havertz onto Lukonga. Lukonga looking for the sweeping switch again. It's Smith Rowe. It nearly gets there to Martinelli. McTominay will clear it away. And just a note on the uniform stats mode in terms of stat balance mode. That's what you're seeing some of the players being employed. Some players have physical attributes that still are needed within this mode. So you may see players you're not quite used to, i.e. Scott McTominay. Here is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw looking to get the ball into the box. Timber with a header away. It's a corner ball.
It's a different style set up straight away. You can see with Mestre the next time he gets a chance. Watch how many men he has going forward. I think he's gone a little bit more attacking in this one, which he needs to do.
It's a much better start from Spain. Here's Rashford looking for the header down.
He's always looking for the second ball on the corner kick.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the knock on.
Absolutely. You've got to be looking for that as Jesus looks to lead the ball away. And Mexico, can they lead the charge? Here is Declan Rice up towards Kyle Havertz. And Eric Bailly will look to clear that away. It's up towards Marcus Rashford. It's headed back the other way. It's coming back, and it's that little bit of kind of pinball in that midfield, and you're just waiting to see who it will fall to.
Oh, good step.
Good step, but now Casemiro is out of position. Here's Kai Havertz. Havertz rolls it through to Jesus. Jesus, can he find a man in the box, or will he go on his own? He's looking potentially to try and maybe steal a penalty, or it's on to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe, great turn from Smith Rowe. Looking for the ball across the box, and Casemiro will clear.
He's got to break out wide though. Watch the position that Anthony is picking up on the right wing. That is where he's going to hurt the Arsenal style. If he can get it out there. If he can get it out there.
If he can get it out there, he may cause problems. But at the moment, Mestre cannot get out. And Spain, there we go. There is an opportunity. And instead, we'll see a pause as the ball is about to dribble out of play. And now you already can see that slight manual adjustment as we can talk about.
He's gone out wide now. And Mestre has to do this because he's seen that he's getting a little bit more ground there out wide when he's going forward with the ball, okay? So if Marshall, if anyone is watching and they're saying, just go wide, it's easier said than done. Because you want to be able to also not leave yourself open at the back when you go out wide because you're defending with one man less or even two men less.
And a quick word just on manual goalkeeping. When we say manual goalkeeping, that means that the player themselves has taken control of that goalkeeper to make the move. They haven't relied on the AI of the game. They have made that skill. So when we say manual save, that is the player making the save.
And remember, we're playing for the bronze medal and $4,000.
Yeah, it's not a bad chunk of change here as Anthony Martial looks to get in field. Fernandez takes the dummy and Saliba will clear it away.
Just a bit of bad luck there.
As the atmosphere starts to ramp up here, so will the fire in the game as Eric Bailly will play the ball out to Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans in towards Scott McTominay. He's been dispossessed in midfield, and Jesus gets the challenge. Varane's out of position. It's Jesus. Jesus, he's got men over. Can he use them? Jesus, will he go on his own? He's gone for the long pass, and it's gone in towards Luke Shaw. Lukonga wins it back. Ødegaard with the back heel. Jesus to Ødegaard. Looking back in for Jesus again, but Varane will clear it away.
That's brilliant defending. Brilliant defending.
Good recovery.
Great recovery after Rafael Varane being out of position. He's done very well to recover there. Here is Casemiro looking forward to Anthony Martial. Can Spain draw first blood in this game 2 of this series? Luke Shaw into the box, looking for Rashford. Saliba gets the header away. Lukonga wins it forward, and Luke Shaw is now out of position. And you can see all of those players getting out of position. Jesus has got away from Varane. There's a bit of a cynical foul there. He'll take the booking happily.
Yeah, he had to do that.
He had to do that. Otherwise, Jesus was away, and Varane was not going to catch him.
Yeah, Mestro's taking a few more risks now, and that's probably what he needs to do against a talent like Mexico.
Here we go, ball into the box. Havertz clears it away. Here is Bruno Fernandes, header on to Havertz. Martinelli back
He's off.
And it is an offside. Just a quick question from Orhan in the chat about what happens to 4th place. Nothing. There is 3 places that qualify for a prize. 3rd place is $4,000. $6,000 goes to 2nd place, and $10,000 goes to 1st place. Those are the only 3 places that are qualifying for the prize pool. Here is Martin Ødegaard, and Scott McTominay wins it back. Can Spain get it through the gap? It's Declan Rice again. He's playing so well of spoiler in this Arsenal style. Yeah. It's quite incredible. Saliba wins it back. Rob Holding clears it away. McTominay back in towards Anthony. Anthony, can he find a shot? Or will he look to dribble it? He will dribble it.
The defense is amazing. I think it's the best defense I've seen in the tournament.
He's very, very solid.
Absolutely. Here is Emile Smith-Rowe. Smith-Rowe looking to get infield. Can he find the ball in? He'll find it to Casemiro's feet, and Fernandes will look to try and launch a counter-attack here. Rashford, Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes into Anthony Martial. Martial, can he get round the defender? He tries to get the ball into box, looking for Rashford, and Holding will get the header clear. Rice will clear it forward. Smith-Rowe will play it in towards Martinelli. Here is Ødegaard. Ødegaard looking forward, and the counter may be on again. It's just counter on counter on counter. Here is Kai Havertz. Havertz trying to roll it into Jesus, and Varane will save the corner, but he may have played his team into trouble. Havertz with the header. Jesus back in, and it's cleared away again by Varane. And we have to take a breath. This has been an exhilarating 45 in-game minutes.
And here in the chat, Orhan says, I hope we see 5 matches, 2 very amazing players. That's true.
I mean, you're seeing the best of the best here, and this is only for 3rd place. I mean, these guys are showing the skill level that they're at is incredible, and it might look like sometimes they're making mistakes, or sometimes, you know, you could be sitting at home and saying, I could do that, I could make that chance, but it's the difference of chance creation that they're getting. Now, I would like to see Mestre just keep pushing and doing what he's doing. I think he is struggling a little bit to contain the runs forward, but that's just down to team selection as well, Wes. Like, Declan Rice is a big mismatch there in Arsenal-Styles team.
I think if he can avoid Declan Rice, he may just get a breakthrough. But it's all about getting around Declan Rice, or at least waiting for, as we saw, Casemiro and Varane's bad touches, which take them out of position. You're going to have to wait for something like that just to break and then take the opportunity. It may, it may be that kind of black swan event or a needle in a haystack. That's what you're looking for, and it's that one moment that he may look for, Miguel Mestre. But at the moment, it is still level. And just a quick mention as well: best of 5 games here. If they ended a draw, we forgot to mention at the top of the show, extra time and penalties will be required if needed.
There's no draw here.
There is no draws. Every game must have a winner. Here is Lukonga onto Timber. Timber looking forward to Havertz. Havertz drives it across, looking for Smith-Rowe. Smith-Rowe.
What a
beautiful ball. Martinelli's in, but Heaton's out to collect.
That's incredible skill.
Great play there. Bruno Fernandes to Casemiro. Casemiro forward to Anthony Martial. Timber wins it. Lukonga forward in towards Havertz. Havertz to Ødegaard. Ødegaard looking round the corner for Jesus. Jesus onside. Can he find a place in the box of this ball? Jesus looking to find a way in. He's been patient and very patient, but he's been too patient, and Luke Shaw's taken it away. Here is Martial.
He's like a cold killer, you know.
He's waiting, but he might have found one there, but Johnny Evans wins the header, and Scott McTominay wins it. Advantage given by the referee, so United have the ball. United are looking forward. Anthony tries to get it down the line. Saliba takes it away.
Mestre stepped up his defensive game this game. He's
Martinelli.
definitely stepped it up.
Smith Rowe in towards Ødegaard. Ødegaard looking in towards Havertz. He's got a man over the back post. Havertz looking in, and Luke Shaw with a great defensive header.
Yeah, Mestre has shown his class there.
Yes, but he's taking more risk, as you said,
Yeah,
before.
he is. He's leaving space there.
Yeah.
Like, he is leaving space.
He needs to do this. He needs to win this match.
He's got to do something different. Ødegaard looking to deliver the ball into the box. Looking at the back post, looking for Havertz. It's cleared away. Here is Anthony. Looks to flick it on. Scott McTominay. McTominay to Anthony.
But
Anthony forward.
Look how many green shirts.
Yep, it's just a
swarming
wave.
back.
It's a swarm. It's
He's
an
playing
absolute swarm.
deep line defensive.
It's got to be. It's got to
Yeah,
be.
he
Here is
is.
Bruno Fernandes, though. Rashford, this may be the chance for Spain. Rashford, can he find a way in? Double touch, round the corner. Can Rashford find a shot? It's Martial! I don't know whether my Spanish is any good, but
No.
I think that means goal for
I
Spain.
think we can translate that for the stream and for everyone watching. That is goal.
That was
and that was an
beautiful work.
absolute brilliant goal there.
Beautiful work from Mestre. Plays the way in. Again, maybe look for that inside ball. Instead,
Yeah.
rolled it
Yeah,
across
yeah,
to
yeah.
Martial.
He made sure.
Finds the goal into the back of the net. And Spain take the lead in game 2.
This is
61 on the clock. And now, interestingly, substitutions now called
Now
for.
the Arsenal Stylers is. I just thought I saw a tiny bead of sweat just go down his face there. He's sitting so close to the monitor. But listen, we just said it. Mestre has stepped it up in this game. The shackles have come off. He is leaving gaps at the back ways. There's no doubt about
Absolutely.
that. But you see, when you do take that risk, he gets a bit lucky with the through the legs finish. But he just makes sure he couldn't miss that shot.
No.
He could not miss that chance.
And we said if he could find one opportunity and he could take it, that he will find the back of the net, and lo and behold, it does present itself. But now, the game within the game starts. We're 1 goal down for Mexico. Mexico, what have you got? What have you got in the locker here? Because at the moment, it is seemingly that kind of pendulum has just swung the way of Spain.
Yeah.
And we said it was so important for this game too, for Spain to just address themselves and get themselves into this series. As we see Balogun look to drive forward, and Mason Mount will clear it away.
It's like he has some nitro now.
Now he's got the men up front, though. Look.
He certainly has.
There we
He's
go.
got a man over. Anthony has got a great through ball from Casemiro. He's rolled it across to Martial. Martial, can he shoot? He can't get there. Timber gets there ahead of him, and the ball is cleared away.
Timber with the pace and the power, just get out of my way. Give me that ball. And
Yeah.
get up the field and try and score
The
himself.
wrecking ball that is Jurian Timber will certainly take it away. Balogun, though, in towards Zinchenko. Zinchenko across the box. Trossard! 1-1!
Mexico 1!
I think the fans are loving you. They're loving you.
How's your Spanish, Barry? What was that? What a goal. Brilliant build-up. Gets away with Zinchenko. It's substitutions that get there. It's Zinchenko across the box. Trossard finds himself in prime real estate and tucks it home for 1-1.
And that all came from that interception at the back. And it just came in counter-attack. Boom. And that's how easy it can be sometimes. Blink and you miss it, as you said, Wes. It can just happen like that. And you can see there, defensive on both of those guys. That's why you've got players streaming back and then pushing forward with those individual instructions. But game on.
Very
and this
much
is what
game
we
on.
want. This is what we wanted. We want these guys to push each other to the limits to get that third spot. But what 2 goals here in this game.
Just a shout out to Macmish in the Twitch chat. There are no animals in the making of this stream. There is no cats under pressure here. That is our South American red here, Farita Catalano, giving you the absolute best goal announcements you could possibly get. But as we'll see here, we get some more. That is the key question. 20 minutes left on the clock here. Johnny Evans loses out here, and here's Balogun. Balogun looking forward for Mexico is Zinchenko. Zinchenko looking forward again, but Tom Heaton will come out and take it away.
And remember, this is a best of 5. There are no draws allowed. Every match needs to have a winner.
Absolutely. We must have a winner, and we must have...
But this will go extra time and penalties if it stays like this. So we could have a lot of excitement tonight. And I hope you keep that energy up, Frida, for all of these goals. I'm telling you, your voice is going to be sore.
Of course, my friend. And I want to give a huge shout out to the chat. Y ahí viene España, viene España, viene España, viene España, viene Maimó.
So many countries have made themselves aware in the chat. No more so than Spanish-speaking South American countries. It's been fantastic to see all of you thank you very much for your support with the stream. And bear in mind, guys, this is game 2 of Series 1 that we have.
Exactly.
If you think this is good, you wait till we get to the final.
It's ramping up now. I can feel the energy in the room, and that's just Afarita. So I can just imagine that everyone's going crazy outside as well. But the party atmosphere here, and we're having 2 guys playing at the top level that you're going to see here. Tactically, mentally, scoring goals, absolutely unbelievable play. And even though it's 1-1, it's been an exhilarating game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Defensively, Mestre stepped it up, but the Arsenal Styles did find the gap.
Yeah, and Spain looking to try and come back the other way. Laconga trying to drive forward here as Pepe wins it back.
Sancho, beautiful feet to Mount. It's a chance
Mount.
here. Terrible ball, though.
It's a bad ball, and Timber will gobble that up happily. It's Zinchenko. 5 in-game minutes left here. Will we see a winner? Or will we see our first extra time of the evening?
We could see penalties, lads. You like to smell the penalties a mile off.
My spider sense is not quite tingling yet about a penalty shootout. But certainly, at the moment, Pepe looking to address that.
Oh, he's
Trossard
in.
Looking for Pepe. Pepe onside header, and it's a good save from Tom Heaton.
He hits it too quick.
But I don't smell today so much penalty smell as we had in the polyvalent.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. The group stage, the group stage was a slightly different vibe than what we have here currently. Here's Balogun.
Mount to start the attack again with Sancho. Højlund.
A couple minutes left here. Højlund across to Rashford. Rashford again trying to dribble up the field, and Timber will win it back. And who will get the last opportunity here? Again, if you are just joining us, best of 5. Mexico are 1 game up, is what you can see at the bottom of your screen. They may potentially get to 2, but Johnny Evans sticks a foot out and closes the door.
And here it says, for me, this is the real final.
Now, you wait until you see Japan versus Iran. I think they will have something to say about that. Here's Højlund on towards Rashford. Will Spain get the last opportunity here? Rashford. They may just get an opportunity. Great ball. Rashford.
Behave.
He's got the ball in towards the back post, looking for Sancho, and Declan Rice again meeting it at the back post.
Rashford should have got booked for doing that. That was absolutely extraordinary. I mean, he just turned him inside out there.
We can put an APB out for him. That's what we can do. But certainly, we will go into extra time here again to familiarise yourself. Spain are Manchester United. Mexico are Arsenal. It's very easy to keep track of them. It's very easy to keep up to date. As we see Manchester United in their traditional red. Trossard, Rashford looking for Mount. Timber will clear.
Timber is dominating in this game.
Spain started winning this game, and Mexico got the equalizer. The series is Mexico 1, Spain 0.
And that may just turn once more. It certainly will at the end of this game. Regardless of how we get there, there will be a change to that series scoreline. Here's Højlund onto Rashford. Can Spain find a way? They've got a bit of a stumble there, but Timber so strong in the challenge.
That battle is unbelievable between him and Rashford up that wing.
And we can see Zinchenko moving down the left-hand side. Zinchenko, what can he summon? He was the assist maker for the goal that got Mexico back into the game.
Oh, he just
ball
let
goes
it
into
drop.
Timber, he's let it drop, and Højlund will try and recover it. Ball recovered by Balogun. Vieira looking across, looking for Pepe. Eric Bailly gets the header on, and Mainu will clear. Ball to Timber. Timber clears it. 100 minutes on the clock so far.
He's going to reset his style or his shape here, Wes.
Yeah, he certainly will. Ball going forward. Where header is one again. Here's Balogun looking for Trossard, and Varane will clear it away, and here's Mount to Mainu. Forward towards Højlund. Højlund trying to win the header, but Laconga wins it. Here's Mainu. Mainu forward and trying to get there, and Timber's taking a bad touch, but he's got away with one there, has Mexico.
He's just making it exciting for us, I think, Timber there.
He's just trying to keep us on our toes as Sancho wins the ball. Great double touch from Sancho. Sancho looking to try and dribble in field. Can he find a bit of help? He can't. Instead finds the foot of Rob Holding, and that will go across halfway. It is half-time in extra time.
I think Sancho's just in for that ball roll because it just takes you completely out of the game if you're a defender there. But listen, I mean, we're perfectly poised. I said penalties. The boys here beside me are saying no. I think there is going to be a winner in this one. I just can't. Well, I can believe it's so open. It is so end-to-end now, isn't it? The shackles are completely off. Nerves are gone. Everything is ready here.
Well, if you can think about it using your analogy, both plan A's are out the window.
Yeah.
Both plan A's are out the window. Our plan A of getting in front and scoring a goal, great. Spain's plan A was in action, and then Mexico score, and all of a sudden their plan A is out the window. So it's both plan A's are out the window. We're now seeing kind of almost on instinct what we're seeing from these two players.
They're just slugging it out now, Wes. It's just end to end.
And they're kind of almost reverting to a little bit of type as well. As you can see, Johnny Evans, it's now gone more to like a 4 at the back. And you can see there, it's just that slight change, but again, Mexico sticking with their well, actually, they've moved to a double pivot now.
Yeah.
They've moved to Zinchenko, moved to Rice, and they've moved to a 3-5-2 rather than a 3-4-3.
One holder midfielder here, and he's just going to see if he's going to keep Casemiro on. I would, even if Casemiro has no energy, but
and now it's a tactical battle.
It's a risky ploy though, because again, with tired legs become tired touches allow your opponent in, and with 15 in-game minutes on the clock, I think the decision might be, I hate to say it, but when do I bring penalty takers on? Because at the moment, that's kind of where we're looking.
Yeah.
We even saw it during one of the games during the knockout phase in terms of players were brought on at, I think it was like 120th minute, and it was Eriksson being brought on just so he could take a penalty. So that's how crucial these changes can be.
That's what they're doing, and you see there for the tactical guys looking there playing defensive. That means he's going to sit back and help out defensively, even if he's an attacking player. So it kind of overrides that, which is a key tip to do if you are looking to improve your game defensively. Not saying you'll be as good as Mestre or the Arsenal style, but it does help.
Practice will make perfect, but there has been a lot of practice from both of these two players that have gone into getting them to where they are today.
This is the last extension.
This is the final countdown, as it were, to a potential penalty kick situation, but not if Spain will have anything to say about it. They get dispossessed, and Timber will clear. Timber forward to Lakonga. Lakonga looks for the runners and finds Pepe. Pepe up against Shaw, and Shaw will do very well to get that away. Here's Eric Bailly, and as that clock ticks down, we'll find Marcus Rashford in towards Mason Mount. He's got a player over it. It looks like it's Jadon Sancho in the distance. It's found Sancho. Can't get the purchase on the strike, but he will go for a corner. Zinchenko runs it out for a corner.
He just made sure, and he just got the touch in just to take it off his foot. But I don't think he was going to get to that, but it's better safe than sorry.
Absolutely. You would rather concede the corner than let Sancho try and get something on that strike.
Mestre will just fizz this in now, I think, with as much power as he can.
He may just, or he might have a bit of trickery. Eriksson in towards, and the goalkeeper will punch it clear as far as Christian Eriksson will be. Eriksson back into the box, looking for Højlund at the back post, and it's headed away. It looked as though he had that final touch. Instead, it got headed away by an Arsenal defender. But the pressure is still there for Mestre and for Spain.
Very good defending from Mexico, as we've seen in the whole match.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen it a lot. We have seen that defensive prowess of the Arsenal style in Mexico just frustrate teams enough.
There's that long throw expert now. Going to come on and see if he can do something magical from this knockdown.
Lindelof with the throw. It's the keeper with the punch, and it's down towards Mason Mount. Højlund, can he turn? Can he strike? He's looking for a pass. He's looking for Rashford. And there's an advantage there.
That's a free out, I think.
It was not his good foot.
Yeah, he had to recycle it. He had to recycle it there. He did everything right, but it's just, again, as you said, Fried, a brilliant defending.
And to let you in a little bit of kind of 4-4 break here, we've got some of the players looking on in front of us, and you can see the frustration with that foul being given. They knew that there was an opportunity there as Balaguer looks to turn, finds Pepe. Pepe inside! I tell you guys, you let him go, he's just going to get worse all night, I promise you. Again, really good rolling. We won't see it on the replay, but a brilliant through ball into Nicola Pepe. And again, good composure in that moment, just to take the touch and get it in on the strike. But the chances are not going to go here. Jadon Sancho has got space here for Spain. He's brought down. He's up on his feet, though. Sancho looking for Højlund, and Holding will get it clear. On another day, that's a penalty. On this day, it is not.
Mestre is... I think he's cursing his luck here at the moment, but he just has to keep going. There's chances here for him in the next game as well.
One added minute here. Oh! Mistake from Mexico. Højlund, no! To the post. Here's Mason Mount. Can he fashion a chance? Double touch. Mainu, can he get an opportunity? Trossard breaks it away, and he survives another day. Does Mexico, and they take the second game. And they are 2 games up in a best-of-5 series.
How many times is he going to hit that post or crossbar? Oh, man, I do not know what more he can do there.
I mean, I'm hearing people swearing in Spanish about that post, for sure.
It's the paintwork. He certainly owes that groundwork paintwork for that post. He's hit it that many times.
Hello, a Croatian shirt.
And you can see all of the people who've gathered to just kind of experience this event in terms of where we are. We're in front of the Palace of Culture. This is where the main stage is.
They're loving it.
You can see everybody just giving us all a wave. You can see them all. They've all caught themselves on TV. They're like, please don't wave. No. Well, there you can see, yeah. You can see, there we go. Thank you very much for giving us a wave.
Multumask. Mulțumesc, Iași.
You can
Mulțumesc,
see-
Romania.
We should have a kiss cam. That's what we should have. We should have a kiss
Just
cam.
don't put it. Just don't put it on us.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
you do,
Just
don't put
a
it on
little
us.
friendly kiss cam.
But it's great to see.
Dance,
It's great-
dance, come on,
It's great to
dance.
see families. It's great to see
Little dance.
people all getting invested. You can see so many people here. It's great to see that they're invested in what they are seeing in front of them.
Yeah.
They have seen Tekken. They've seen CS:GO. They've seen Mobile Legends Bang Bang. They have seen Dota 2. They've seen all of the games that this wonderful event has to offer, and now they are settling in for a bit of eFootball.
Yeah, they are. They definitely are. And they're going to have more fans. I think Mestre and the Arsenal style are going to have more fans from Romania with this performance. Oh man, though, Mestre is just so unlucky, isn't he? I mean, it's just so unlucky at this stage to hit the post like that. Was, I mean, he just needed a chance, didn't he? He just needed a chance. He got it, but he just didn't get it.
Yeah, he didn't. I mean, you can see there, and we're back into game 3 here.
Straight in.
You can see there. Here we go. Timber.
And I
Ball.
presume they're playing the same formations, Wes, I'd say.
Same kits,
Yeah,
same
yeah,
formations.
same everything.
I don't think they're going to give an inch here. Well, here's Rashford. Rashford in towards Fernandez. Fernandez looking in. Saliba just taking it away once more. Smith Rowe forward in towards Martinelli. Martinelli looking across towards Havertz, and it's cleared away again. And here's Lokonga. Mexico on match point here.
Yeah,
they're
this
in a
match
great position.
needs to be won by Spain, or else this series will end right
Bye
away.
bye, Mestre.
It will. Ball going forward here for Arsenal. It's coming back the other way. Here's Havertz. Across the way to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe, can he find a ball into the box? He'll look to cheekily dink that into Martinelli. And Heaton had to be smart there.
He keeps pushing, he keeps touching. It's amazing.
It doesn't matter how many he's up. They're just going to stay playing their way. You know, that's just what they know, and that's how they're going to do it.
It can be a little bit stubborn, though. You have to maybe tip
maybe
your hat
Wes,
at points and just maybe say, hey, we can maybe change it up just a little bit. But at the moment, there is no answer for this Mexico setup from the Arsenal style. Here is Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe looks to launch that ball forward. He's got everybody chasing. Jesus is onto it, and Heaton just gets there. And you can hear from my two commentary colleagues that there's a sharp intake of breath because they thought that Jesus had gone on the end of it.
I think Mestre was panicked there a little.
It's certainly a great
feet.
footwork from Smith Rowe. That super cancel and step out and then just knock it round your player. It's a not bad skill to have as Anthony looks forward, finds Rashford. Rashford looking in. Can he find McTominay? Yes, he can. He's got an overlap there of Luke Shaw. It's gone through the legs of Lokonga. Luke Shaw down the line to Martial. Martial into the box. And Saliba with that header clear. Only as far as McTominay. Luke Shaw can't find the strike and can't find a pass out. And Lokonga, again, has got an opportunity to break it forward here. And he's got men over if he can move it quick enough. But it's a bit rash and it's a bit uncontrolled from Mexico. And just a quick question from Amir. Yes, the final is also a best of 5 series. So don't panic. We have got it there.
There's lots of action left tonight. And lots of excitement.
Some guy, I am the beef, say, hey Barry, any plans to post content on your YouTube channel of popular formations and tactics used in this tournament?
I have a lot of knowledge to share after this tournament, I think. Yeah, I definitely think so,
He's certainly downloaded a lot of knowledge there, folks, as have we all, as Martial looks to break down the left-hand side.
Oof. And all of that you learn from us.
Oh, from you especially. I was just talking about you, Frida.
No.
Is Martial, and there is the free kick. Here is Anthony standing over it. Anthony looking into the box, finds Rashford. Rashford in towards McTominay, and Odegaard will clear.
In fact, I follow you both, guys. Excellent content.
We appreciate that. Here is Casemiro and Luke Shaw trying to get into the box, and again a bit of a miscommunique there. There's a super cancel for the defender, letting the goalkeeper know that he's got the ball there as Anthony tries to get it forward again. Declan Rice, he's so important in the way that he moves.
He's a rock.
Does the Arsenal style. Here's
I know people were calling you the Rock, but Declan Rice is the real Rock.
He certainly is. Here's Martinelli in towards Jesus. Brazilians combine. Unfortunately, not for the benefit of a Mexican. Anthony forward in towards Bruno Fernandes. Brilliant ball across to Martial. Martial shoots! Scores! Brilliant movement of the football. Brilliant movement of the football. Cannons off of the top of the crossbar, the underside of the crossbar, and slams home for 1-0 for Spain. That is tonic for the soul for them right now. But unfortunately, they've got another 60 in-game minutes to contend with just yet. Here's Martinelli looking forward, and Bruno Fernandes takes it away. Here's Jesus, wins it back. Here's Declan Rice, and there's space over here. Odegaard to Havertz. Havertz trying to roll it in again, but again, it's cleared away once more. Here's Martial. Here's Declan Rice wins it back again.
Look that even in the goal, he crashed the ball on the post.
Absolutely.
He won't. He's not afraid to just power it up. It eventually has to go in.
I think Mestre may have to check that ball for magnets, I think, at the end of this game. But here's Rob Holding to Declan Rice. Rice looking forward, and ball just floats through, and Johnny Evans goes back to recover it, and the goalkeeper doesn't come out and take it, and Evans will clear. Rice up against Anthony. There's only one winner there, but Bruno Fernandes looks to take that second ball. Plays it down into Rashford. And Mestre and Spain summon a bit more strength and take a 2-goal lead here. Rashford. Good knock away from Rashford. He's got time and he's got players. He's got McTominay in front of him. Neat back heel to Casemiro. Casemiro across the way towards Martial. Martial in towards Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw.
What a ball.
Ball over to Rashford. Oh! We saw it very similarly. I think it was against Iran in the semi-final.
That switch is catching Mexico out just a little bit with that back three. He's spreading it out wide, you see. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, here we go. Here's Havertz. Havertz looking to loft one into the box. Bailly gets the clearance away. Luke Shaw wins it back. Lokonga flicks it away. Timber will win it again. Here's Declan Rice. Declan Rice to Havertz, to Jesus. Jesus, brilliant back heel, but Johnny Evans will take it away. Here is Anthony.
Ball again.
Ball again.
Keep that width.
Here's Martial in towards Rashford, and it's cannoned into a defender. And there is the half-time whistle.
I think Mestre tried to fake shot that was. I think he did anyway.
It certainly looked that way.
It just didn't activate.
Yes, it looks better now, for sure. I think we're going for the 5th match.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Well, we've got to get through the 3rd one first and see exactly what we're going to end up with as Mexico try and lead forward. There's Eric Bailly. Martial turns Timber, but
Ref says play on.
Tackle is away. Here is Smith Rowe to Declan Rice. Declan Rice looking forward to Havertz. Havertz looking for Jesus. It's cleared away by Casemiro. Spain looking to extend their lead, and Mexico looking to try and break their way into the game. There's Anthony. Anthony.
That left foot
Anthony
cross.
looking into the box, and Saliba will clear it away. Here's Varane. Varane will clear it all the way back to Heaton. 52 in-game minutes gone here. There's Martial trying to flick it on, and Arsenal defence is just bludgeoning everything back, but it's coming back in a red wave. Rashford with that double touch. Saliba sticks out a long leg. Closes the door. Casemiro again. We talk about DMFs and we talk about their positional play. So important to Spain in this instance because he'll be trying to just dislodge that Arsenal attack, and the ball is wildly hooked, what it felt like, into Rosed.
The one thing I would say is maybe, I mean, could Mestre potentially break him down, like, just slowly but surely? Can Arsenal style keep up this focused defence for the entire series?
Well,
like,
it's a war of attrition.
It's incredible.
It's whose energy level drops the most and drops the quickest here, because at the moment, Spain are in again. It's looking towards Anthony. Anthony across the box! He scores!
There we go. And I think he's just switched off a tiny little bit. He takes a little drink, but he needs to recycle that ball there. If he can get that ball out, it's just a simple finish. Mestre makes no doubt about that finish there.
Yeah,
it's a simple finish.
It's a brilliant ball across the box, again, swept home. Again, when the numbers are at advantage, you've got to make it pay. And as such, 2-0 for Spain now. They potentially look in the driver's seat to take game 3, and we will at least, if the score stays the same, we will have a game 4.
And it's the first time I see Selic, the Mexican player, looking angry.
Yeah, he's a little bit frustrated with conceding that one, I think.
There's a little bit of fluster and a little bit of angst in that.
His expressions changed for the first time.
It certainly has, and that focus still remains the same. You can see the whites of the eyes of a player. You can see exactly what they are doing. As you see the ball into Jesus, and it's cleared. Ball in is Martinelli. Martinelli looking forward. It's cleared away by Rafael Varane.
We get subs on here, maybe.
Maybe he's kept the ball in. He's kept the ball in. but as such, that keeps the clock ticking. So you've got to keep the ball going, as you'll see. Rice trying to deliver the ball forward. It's Odegaard, and Mexico trying to just find a way in here. It's Gabriel Jesus in towards Havertz. Havertz across the box. Martinelli with the attempted strike, snuffed out by Manchester United and snuffed out by Spain.
Mestre has turned up the dial a little bit defensively now again in this game, and that's why I'm saying he needs to bring... Oh, what a pass!
What a brilliant ball. Finds Marcus Rashford. Rashford onside. Can Spain finish this game off? Defensive tackle, nothing given by the referee.
That was risky. That
Very
was
risky
The ref
indeed.
forgot his whistle, lads, I'm telling you.
It's not the first time we've seen this tournament, as we'll see Gabriel Jesus try and break free. Jesus dribbling in the box. Jesus! One back for Mexico!
What a swing that is. I mean, Mestre will feel hard done by, but that is just one chance. Give me one sniff at it. And the Arsenal style, again, turns Varane inside out there with that and just takes it away from him. And it's a brilliant finish again where it's tucked away in the corner.
Even with the manual goalkeeping, there's only so far you can move it before you make it a complete open goal. And there's only so far you can move it. If you don't commit fully, those types of opportunities will be found into the corner, and there's nothing you can do about it. But of course, if he'd have gone too far too early, he'd have ended swiping it home into the middle.
It's
got to make a decision.
A mental battle as well, which the Arsenal style, he called his bluff, I think, and just decided very early, I'm going to slot it in the bottom corner, and there's nothing you can do about it, and that's it.
Well, an eye forward towards the final, we saw Iran do that to great aplomb. They were able to read what their opponent was doing before they could even think about it. And they were able to just take the quick shot, and they couldn't set yourself before you've even figured it out. So I think here, a little bit of that type of DNA, or a little bit type of that gameplay is required to maybe unseat Mestre out of this rhythm that he settled into. It's
I think
2 goals to 1, 15 minutes on the clock. We've entered that kind of magical period where anything can happen within this game. Here is Nicola Pepe. Pepe on the attack for Mexico. Can they find another goal? They're in towards Balogun at the back post, and it's cleared away. And what has it gone for? Because they didn't quite see who it came off last. It's gone for a corner. It is a Mexico corner. As Fabio Vieira stood over it. He's got targets in the box. Can he find one of them? He's looking in towards Saliba. It's going back towards Balogun. Johnny Evans with the header clear. As we said, that physicality playing in such an important role in this uniform stats mode. It plays such a vital role.
This is a dangerous 5 or 6 minutes now if Mestre can withstand this.
Here's Laconga in towards Vieira. Vieira, quick feet from Mexico. Vieira just trying to drive it, and Eric Bailly's kept it in, and the clock is still ticking. Here's Zinchenko. Can Mexico find one more? As Pepe tries to flick it on, and Heaton will gobble it up.
I just noticed there in the game plan, Mestre put on a double man marking job on Sancho to bring him back. So I think Mestre is happy with this result, if he can get it.
He's got to
with his 2 goals.
He's got to make those adjustments. He's got to make those adjustments, and if he's got a result in hand, he's got to do his best to preserve it. Here is Sancho. Johnny Evans. Evans forward to Mason Mount. Flicked on towards Højlund. Saliba will clear it. Rice in, and it's deflected off of Mount. Casemiro to Mount. Mount to Sancho. Sancho looking infield, looking for Højlund. It's nearly gone over the back of him, but 4 in-game minutes left here.
Yeah, he just needs to keep the ball down here. I mean, Arsenal side can't score if the ball is down here.
Absolutely.
But 1 chance is all it takes here, lads, if you get it.
Absolutely. 1 chance is all it takes, and 1 opportunity is all it is going to take. Ball into the box, and it's in towards Højlund. Oh, it's just over the bar.
That's as close as you're going to get maybe with 3 minutes left.
Potentially that can be all that you may get. Here's Casemiro, wins the header.
Yeah, you can see Mestre's completely retreated back now, which he's right to do so, I think, now. He has the 2-1 lead. This is what he needs to hold on to.
And the ball is going forward, though, and Mount has had a ricochet holding in towards Zinchenko, in towards Trossard. Trossard back towards Zinchenko. Zinchenko back post, Pepe! It's 2-2!
That's absolutely incredible composure. Oh man, the Arsenal style is just a sly smirk because he knows he's after stealing a draw here as we end normal time, Wes.
What was that you said, a draw? I don't think it's a draw, Barry. I think that's extra time,
well,
Barry.
We've got extra time. In normal time, we're a draw.
Time is still ticking. Time is still ticking. There is still time on the clock, and Mestre has the ball. Here's Varane to Eriksen.
Barry just said, if Mestre can hold this result, he will be happy. Well,
yeah, he's not happy.
It may not be over, guys. It may not be over. Hold the phone. Zinchenko dribbling forward, shot fake, finds it into Balogun. Balogun, neat little turn, and he's got around his defender. Balogun, can he get the ball into the box? It's parry clear, it's Trossard, it's Vieira! Oh, Vieira scored! Game over! Mexico have scored, and to make it 3-2. What a time to score!
Mexicano, 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 mexicano. En el último minuto anota México. México 3, España 2. México es el tercero.
There is no better time to score than with the last kick of the game to take third place in the IESF World Esports Championships. It will be Mexico who finish third and take the prize of $4,000. What a performance from the Arsenal style. It's the very last kick, and that is that
Unbelievable
for our
finish.
third place playoff.
That is unbelievable.
3-0. Wesa said, hold your phones. Hold your phones. This is not over. And it wasn't over, Barry.
Mystic Wes predicts.
I thought it was.
Mystic Wes predicts, and Mystic Wes comes through. Big ripple of applause that we can see from some of our delegates, from some of our players that are, and fans that are watching in the place here. Again, you won't see much emotion from the Arsenal star, but he knows he's been in a war.
Yeah, he had a little bit of emotion there, I think. I mean, he was probably inside, he's feeling like Frita is outside shouting. That's what he probably felt inside. I think he's... Man, what an absolute result there for the Arsenal side. Unbelievable.
Resolved to the last kick.
Yeah, incredible.
It is not over until it is over within eFootball. And that is a summary of what you have just seen there. What a third place playoff that we have seen, guys. We've got a grand final to do, yeah? We've got a grand final.
What a setup that was.
You know, if you tell someone over the phone and he asks, how was the third place? And you would say it was 3-0, and he would say, oh, it's an easy match.
Yeah, no, it didn't tell the tale.
No, it does not tell the tale whatsoever. And a credit to Mestre in terms of being able to just get a good foot forward. And he was, what, 2-1 up with what?
Yes.
5 or 6
I think when he sat back
left?
that bit and he put man marking on, I think he would have been happy with that result in normal time.
Yeah, you see the tail of the I think that was the last game. You can see there 97 passes, 71 completed versus 121 passes from Mexico. And bearing in mind as well, he had Rob holding forward and that last play.
Yeah.
He had everything riding on that chance. And it was great footwork with Zinchenko, Balogun finding the ball into the box, and the calmness. When you're in the center of the box, you've got a man on your back to go, no, I've got a man there, I'll play it to Fabio Vieira, and he absolutely thundered it home.
Yeah, and the longer that this series was going to go on, I was saying, will it be, you know, when Mestre brings him out to the deep waters, will he be able, and the Arsenal style just said, no, I'm just going to put this to bed now.
Yeah.
Go home, I've had a lovely time in Romania, now I'm going home with some money in my pocket.
I'm going to stick my feet up and I'm going to enjoy.
Yeah.
That is exactly what he said. Again, a wonderful performance.
I'm taking
again,
my bronze medal home.
Yeah, he's taking that, and he's taking the 4,000 USD with him. So, fantastic achievement for Mexico as a nation. And we'll cut back to the host of Free if you want to chuck it to John.
Yes, why not? So, are you there with some of the players, John? Are you there with the winner?
Absolutely, I am. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Mexico for the third place win. Make some noise. Representing the entire continent is this man right here, the only flag for Mexico in this competition, walking home with a medal. How does it feel right now to be the champion of the world representing Mexico?
Well,
sorry, third place, not champion, third place of the world, getting a medal, sorry.
It feels great. I mean, it's been a long way through here. Players have been super strong, and I feel very honored to win a medal even so every year. My objective is, of course, be world champion. I think in a great level right now, and I will be trying to win everything that's on my way.
That's amazing. Third place now. This is just the beginning, he says. He's going to try to take it to the next level with a championship win. What's it going to take? Obviously, you have perhaps a year till the next IESF for other future competitions. What's it going to take for you to step up and be at that championship caliber level?
Well, the ones that know me, that I know that I need to train on my penalties. I think most of aspects of my game are pretty strong. My defense, my attack, back three is really impressive against almost every opponent. I don't expect it. Everything is going to be just polish my level that I'm right now.
Makes sense. And talk to me about your opponent in Mestre. What a game 3 that was. He came out swinging 2-0 lead, and you brought it back to win. But talk about your opponent in España and Mestre and what you saw right there in that third place match.
Mestre is an unbelievable player and is a great friend. For me, this was the most toughest opponent of the entire competition, and I'm glad that I got to play him. Even though we wanted to be on the final, but at least we got a great match. The 3-0 doesn't reflect the difference between him and I. I think he's really an amazing player. For me, the best in Europe right now.
Best in Europe right now, and the last one remaining in the top 4 in Europe. Indeed, a lot of respect shown to his opponent. Well, congratulations again, $4,000 USD. What are you going to do with the money? You have any ideas? Are you going to save it and invest like a smart man? Or are you going to spend it?
We will spend it with our friends.
Spend it with his friends. He's throwing a fiesta back in Mexico. Maybe a little bit of celebration with the friends back in Mexico. Again, congratulations, everybody. The Arsenal style, representing Mexico. Make some noise once again for your third place finisher, bronze medal. It's the Arsenal style, and Mexico represented. What a match that was. 3-0, 3-0, making it quick. And guess what? We're just getting started. We still have our championship final, the actual championship final this time, for a gold medal, a silver medal. It's going to be a great matchup. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, our eFootball championship final here live at the World Esports Championship 2023.
Obviously want to win this tournament, and we have had a lot of time to practice, and we have a lot of talented players we brought to this tournament.
Toată lumea vorbește de Iași. Iași e capitalul sportului în țara asta.
Over 700 gamers from around the globe will join us to compete and battle it out for glory to earn their place in the Pantheon of Champions.
Because of this event, so I'm really happy that I saw a lot of female team. Like, it's an opportunity to play against them all.
We've been looking at the other teams so far, and we've been scouting them, like what they play and how they feel like.
Cel mai bun eveniment de până acum la care am fost eu în țară la noi.
Beautiful country, beautiful people, amazing food.
Good luck to everyone. Let's enjoy together these days of sharing memories.
We have a couple of things prepared, so we're coming in with a little strat book, but enough to win our games.
top 3 players will make it out there, right? So basically 2 people will make it out on the lower side and 1 person gets advanced. So whoever's the main winner, they're ahead of everybody. I used to be a competitor in it, now I'm a commentator in it, obviously, but this game is itself, right? There's a lot of fighting games out there. This is a 1, 2, 3D fighting game.
Having so many countries in this city is something very special, and it's an honor to be here and play against most.
Am văzut că sunt foarte multe echipe, sper să fiu nu prea mult în ultima perioadă meciurile, dar cred că USC o să ne surprindă foarte mult.
I'm confident and I have plans for my opponents, but I know they are good players, so I'll do my best.
Esports is a free community. It's a dynamic, fun environment for people to enjoy themselves and have a good time.
Este o experiență foarte importantă pentru mine și țin mult la cosplay.
In the International Esports Federation, we have 140 countries here present, 140 people that represent their country.
It's good to see how involved people are here.
I consider that without loss you cannot become a better player.
Cea mai frumoasă deschidere, pot să zic, a fost la acest IESF din România.
So what we know is that video game players, professional esport athletes, are cognitive performers. They're performing not only with the mechanics of the micromechanics of their finger movements, but also with their brains.
I think this is the best day of my life.
If you take the positives from your loss, that can build you into a better player and make sure that you can keep improving and progressing and doing your best.
It's our first time here in Romania for the IESF tournament. Everyone is enjoying a lot. I hope we can have a good result.
I never thought about playing professional too seriously at the start, and then I just started getting opportunities, and I was like, okay, wow, this is getting pretty serious. My high school friends, they introduced me to the game, and I don't know, I got addicted, and that's it.
The main thing about this event is sort of the atmosphere. It's just everybody's here, everybody's competitive, but everybody's really nice and really enjoying sort of this spirit and everything.
Mi se pare unul
organizate aici la Palace, în Iași. Îmi place foarte mult, e un vibe foarte fain.
Pentru orașul Iași este un eveniment extraordinar, dat fiind faptul că este un eveniment internațional.
For me to represent my country, it's an honor and a pleasure. We don't feel any pressure. We are doing this with pleasure, and we are very happy to be representing Argentina and trying to show the world what we can do.
It's so good experience, and also it's bigger responsibility to come out with Georgian name.
Welcome back, everybody, to what has been a great grand final so far. A third place matchup. Mexico takes the win. I just want to pause for a second and ask people of Yash, how are you feeling right now? How you feel today? Make some noise if you enjoyed that semifinal. How y'all feeling? I love it. Well, thank you for the energy. Thank you for enjoying esports all weekend long. It's been such a pleasure bringing esports and making Yash the capital of the world for esports during the World Esports Championship. With that said, it's time for what has been a well anticipated grand final. 64 plus countries have battled for a chance to make it to this spot. So much great competition. Only 2 have made it. And it's 2 teams that couldn't be the complete opposite of the spectrum in terms of their expectations for this tournament. One was a favorite, one a dark horse. And it is now my pleasure to welcome them to the main stage. First and foremost, representing the Middle East, a fan favorite, a titan in the eFootball community and scene, it's none other than Iran's very own Hassan Pajami! Excited to get some words from Hassan here soon. Hassan, however, will be competing against, as I mentioned earlier, the dark horse of this competition, representing Japan, it's Leva! And Leva, of course, joined by a translator as well to help us with some pre-tournament questions. Hassan, I'm going to start with you. You've been here before. You've been competing for so long in eFootball. Another championship opportunity, another chance to represent Iran. How does it feel?
It's good. Yeah.
Simple as that. Just one word. You're gonna nothing else?
I will do my best to do it again. Yeah.
It's amazing. Talk about the competition in this tournament so far. Your path to get here. How has the competition been in this entire World Esports Championship?
It was very hard, and it's not down yet.
Not complete yet. I love it. And on that note, I want to get your thoughts on Leva here. A dark horse. Not many people expected him to come into this competition and play so well. Talk about your opponent and some of the preparation you have done. What's your strategy going to be like?
He's good, but I will do my best. Yeah.
Like it. Hassan's feeling confident. All right. Well, let's bring it over here as well. You're competing in a championship final representing Japan. How does it feel?
そうですね。本当に最高の相手と決勝できるっていうところで非常に楽しみです。
He is excited by best player opportunity.
It's amazing. And you're competing against Hassan Pajami in Iran. He's been here before. He's a tenured player. Your thoughts on the competition and Hassan? Are you confident?
自信はありますか？
そうですね。自分の持っているものをすべて出し切りたいなと思います。
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our 2 grand finalists for a gold and silver medal. We have Iran, we have Japan. Gentlemen, shake hands if you'd like as we get ready for this matchup. Good luck to both players. and people of Yash. Make some noise one more time for our grand final. I see a Japanese flag here already being represented. And also make some noise because guess what? We got the 3 most hype men in the eFootball scene to call the action. The man you loved with all the goal commentary. It's none other than Fierite Catalano. We have Stuart Wezza Wesley and Barry the Midnight Kid O'Hallahan. Gentlemen, grand final time. Bring the noise back to you.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure working with you. We are so happy to be here. Mulțumesc, Iasi. Te iubim foarte mult.
I tell you what, he's working on it, folks. He's working on it. He's got the lingo down. I'm telling you, he's got it down.
I can't say mulțumesc enough because that's thank you very much. Really, I'm so happy to be here. We are enjoying so much about the warmth of the people from Yash.
We're trying to get into the party atmosphere now. I'm trying to not dance. Do a little shimmy here.
We are going for the final. Here we are. This is Hassan. How did Hassan ended in the final with?
Quite simply put, to end up in the final, he has come through Vietnam, he's come through Brazil, he came through Portugal and came through Spain, and has been on fire this entire tournament. In terms of, we saw him on, I believe it was day 2, where it was USA versus Iran. We saw how good he was at that point, and we thought, okay, well, we saw him there, we might see him again, and boy, did we see him again. He came through that semi-final against Spain, and again, did something to Miguel Mestre that we don't really see. He just controlled the game. And again, on the opposite side of that fence, same with Japan. We saw them against Mauritius, and we saw a level that was there. And they've beaten Armenia, and they've beaten Poland, they've beaten Greece, and they've beaten Mexico. They've beaten 3 heavy hitter nations in those last 3 games. And again, came through with almost a robotic style, and I say that with respect in the sense of it's methodic, it's like systematic, it's every single play
and effective.
It's perfected.
And we just saw Mexico. We saw Mexico there obviously before this game is going to kick off, and in the first game of that series he put Mexico to the, I mean, he 10 shots, 10 on target, and
he was unreal.
From talking to guys obviously that were playing in this as well, these were the 2 names we kept hearing prop up from the practice sessions, and it was saying, it's Iran, it's Japan, they're on a different level in this competition at the moment. And I think we're seeing that now with these results. Look at the path there, and I also think we're in for a cracker for anyone watching this. I mean, it's too hard to call, really, isn't it? It is impossible to call.
It's so balanced between the 2. Obviously, we speak to a lot of the players, we speak to a lot of people off the stream, and they're saying, we're fancying Iran for this, but just keep your eye out for Japan, because they do, like I say, it's those 100 chances that you have. You concentrate for the 99, you let one slip, he will make it pay with that one that slips.
I have a question for you both guys.
Yes.
5 games or 3 games?
Oh, do you think it's going to go 3 or 5? I think it's more likely to go 5 than it is to go 3.
I think we're going to go 4.
Okay,
I'm just going to go 4.
Well,
5 said Weza, 4 says
just to be different, you know.
Just to be different, and as we suggested at the top of the show, and as we have suggested all the way through this competition, you'll see Iran from left to right in the black, the Bayern Munich kit. You'll see Japan from right to left in the Arsenal kit. And you will see in the early going, these 2 game plans just start to develop. Here's Trossard looking for that crossfield ball early. We've seen it so well against Mexico. There's Musiala to Sane. And interestingly, the point that we made during the group stage, Musiala tries to find the ball in. He's got players over if he can find them. It's just scrambled wide.
And one thing to watch for as well, we saw Declan Rice and his impact. Where does Leva play Declan Rice?
Left side of the back.
There's a reason why he does that, so watch and just see how he presses out with him.
Ball into the box looking for delay. Goalkeeper punches it over.
What is that reason?
I think he wants to bring him in manually central. He wants to have that line back there.
Ball into the box looking for delay. It's a delay. Goal! Goal! And an opener for Iran inside 6 minutes. Iran take the lead in this best of 5 series in the grand final.
Well, no tactics is going to stop that. That is just, as I like to call it sometimes, the lottery. But there is more skill in it than it looks like there, right? And he beats him on the back post. It is Declan Rice that he does actually beat on the back post.
And you have to have the matchup right, though. It's not just putting the ball into the box. You have to have that mismatch. We saw it with Germany versus Serbia, and that cross going in it with Varane against Mainu. You saw it here in terms of the impact that you've just seen there. It's De Ligt. On Rob Holding, he's not a small defender.
No.
But when De Ligt gets a jump, it's on. And as you'll now see, now plan A is going to be completely out the window, as we say it so often.
It's a dream start, really, isn't it? It's an absolute dream start for Iran.
Just 6 minutes was what Iran needed.
That's all it took to unlock the door of Japan. Here is Martin Ødegaard, though, looking to try and lead it forward, but instead it's going to be Bayern Munich coming back the other way. And a word to the wise as well. We heard this a lot from players throughout this competition. Iran will do things you have never seen done before. And we certainly saw that in the game with the Choupo-Moting pirouette to Wana. We'll see it again, I am no doubt, through this competition and through this series. Here's Jesus back to Timber. Here's Lakonga in towards Partey. Defensive line brought up by Iran there. Here's Havertz. And you'll see there, just crunch the line between defence and midfield. It doesn't allow Japan to get any play going forward as Lima looks to get forward. And he's read the bad touch there as Leroy Sané in towards Musiala. Double touch by Musiala in towards Sané. Sané stunning strike. It's hit a defender. Partey has scrambled it clear, but the goalkeeper has not kept it alive and not taken it into his grasp. Instead, Partey will clear.
It's interesting to see that Iran keeps pushing. He didn't withdraw his team.
He's not comfortable with just one goal. He will want more goals, will Hassan Pajani. We know that of him as an individual. We know that as a capability of a player. We know he has got it in the locker to damage and dismantle a team at his own will. And sometimes, as we've heard from some of the players, the only person that will beat Hassan is Hassan. It will just be whether he beats himself here.
But he overlapped the
Jesus onside, finds it to Havertz. Havertz straight onto goal! I was about to say brilliant strike, but brilliant commentary as well. Brilliant strike there from Havertz. Again, finding that loose man that he found so well against Mexico. Found that loose ball, but Sané coming back the other way quickly. It was, as you said, finding that overlapping run, finding that ball. And it's just going to keep finding it. If you can find Havertz on the overlap, it's going to cause problems for Iran. It will be something they need to game plan against. Here's Sané, though, deflected into the air by Ødegaard. Here's Declan Rice to Trossard. Trossard looking down the line. And
serious maturity there as well, Wes, to come back after getting rocked in the first, 5-6 minutes. Didn't panic, got one chance, and absolutely stunning shot, buried it into the top of the net.
Looking at Lever, he's very much an old head on young shoulders. He's only 23. So only a baby in the eyes of an eFootball competition, eFootball esports. It's only a baby, as we would normally say.
And these guys do not miss. If they have a clear chance, that is for sure a goal.
Yeah, they need to take it. They need to be Terminators here. Sané, great ball across to Lima. Lima and Gabriel gets across. It's corner ball.
Yeah, Hassan would want that one back. He knows that that's more than a half chance there if he just controls that and takes the first touch.
Absolutely, it will be. Here's Kimmich looking to drill that one into the box. Looking for Vidovic at the back post, and it's cleared away. Who will get there first? It will be Leroy Sané. Sané turns and dribbles away from Ødegaard. Lima back into Sané. Sané looking to turn back and in field. Leroy Sané, neat turn. Gets caught in possession though by Gabriel. It may have looked pretty, but Lima gets back on Ødegaard. Here's Lima.
Did Hassan was born in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil?
I tell you, you may have to ask him whether he's got some South American roots in there, because he's got a flavour for flair. We know that much. Here is Trossard though. Will that be given as a foul? It won't be. Upamecano clears it only as far as Ødegaard, and Japan are coming back the other way here. And here's Kimmich. Sané forward, looking in towards Vidovic, and header clear once more. Here's Kai Havertz. Havertz into Lakonga. Here's Lima.
And now we're entering the chess phase of the game.
Absolutely.
Teasing each other out and testing each other out.
Musiala to Tel. Tel across to Leroy Sané. Sané towards Musiala, who is onside, but Partey will clear, and Japan will lead this away. Again, if you are just joining us, it is a best-of-5 series in the grand final of the World Esports Championships here in Iași in Romania. It is Japan versus Iran. It is Japan from right to left, and it is Iran from left to right. Here is Martin Ødegaard. Ødegaard looking to try and probe and prod, and it will look to go cross-field here.
Ball, actually.
It's a dangerous ball. Goalkeeper can't come for it. Davies will have to play back to Manuel Neuer. Neuer will not get challenged down on this occasion. Here's Pavard to Upamecano. Upamecano up towards Tel's header, finds Musiala. Musiala to Pavard. Pavard to Musiala. Musiala, can he find a way down the line? He can. He finds Leroy Sané. He's looking for the overlapping run. He's got players in the middle should he use it. Sané in towards Tel. Tel in towards Vidovic. Vidovic with the strike. It was early enough that it shook the defence, but it wasn't enough to find its way through. And it'll find its way through for a corner ball.
Yeah, it's that battle between Rice and Sané out there is very intriguing, to say the least.
Absolutely is. Kimmich looking for the ball into the box, and Ramsdale comes out and claims it. It's 2 minutes of stoppage time here.
And it's an excellent job by Iran, how he covers the ball.
It is, and in terms of credit across the other side of the field, for Japan, they've done well to steady the ship. They've done well. They had an early goal. They could have easily been shook out of their game plan, and instead, they've just stuck to their guns.
Yeah, I mean, they've done everything that they wanted to do to get back into this one. I mean, a dream start, but other than the corner kick goal, like, he hasn't really threatened, I don't think, compared to Japan. One chance for Japan and he scored it.
And that's the clinical nature that these two individuals are going to have. They're only going to have maybe one, maybe two premium opportunities a game. And by premium, we say, is that, as Faria has always said, about 100% opportunities. They will want those opportunities to come by, and they will want them to come by quick so they can take advantage of them. Here is Musiala.
It's just what you just need to do is wait.
Patience is an absolute virtue. Musiala, Vidovic in towards Tel. That patience might just pay off. A little bit of luck there. Vidovic gets it, and it is well defended by Japan. Here's Trossard and towards Odegaard. And there is a foul given. And
again, a bit physical out there, isn't it?
Not only is it the gold medal and silver medal match, as it were, there is the small price of $6,000 for the runner-up. It is $10,000 for the victor here.
So we know who's paying the bill tonight.
certainly. We will we'll certainly take the look and see whether they may or may not give us a maybe a
some Michi.
I had
some.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Some Michi. Thank you very much to my friend Ang. We tried some Romanian food.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Mulțumesc.
Yeah, they may just want to follow you up on that afterwards. Well, mind you, saying that, if they end up losing the series, they may not necessarily want to do anything up to this point.
Here is 3 wins needed as well for anyone joining. It is 3 wins needed, so
best of 5.
Best of 5 for anyone that is tuning in to the final.
Yeah, we can see there is a whole heap of support in the Twitch chat and in the YouTube chat for Iran. There is a fandom within the Middle East that is to be heavily respected, especially with Iranians. They follow their countrymen far and wide. Here is Kimmich. Kimmich forward to Tel. Here is Sané. Sané looking for Musiala. Can he give him some Shira? He can't.
Offside.
Instead, he gives them an offside flag.
And what's the chat saying with predictions? Is Japan getting some love? I know it's a late over there.
They are getting some love in the chat, but it is a heavily outnumbered chat by Iran. So it's very much a giant support for them.
I think we must go to Tehran sometime to see one of these tournaments.
Yeah, it may just be.
We're always up for it.
Yeah. You let us know where it is and we'll join you for it.
Of course.
Here is Timber to Havertz. Havertz in towards Lakonga, in towards Gabriel Jesus. Jesus round to Trossard. Trossard, can he find the man in the middle? Or will he look to pirouette? It's a little bit of a move, and it's Trossard. He used the same move that Iran used to great effect.
Look at the smile. Look at the smile on Leva there. He knows that's an inch or two, and it's definitely a goal if he gets that shot off, I think.
He pays with the same coin.
He certainly does. Here's Trossard looking for a ball into the box, looking for Rob Holding at the back post. It's gone and deflected over them, and here's Lima forward and
take it out.
It's going to be taken out of play.
Remember that this game cannot end in a draw.
Yeah, we will need to see extra time and potentially penalties if it is a draw. We saw how dramatic extra time was between Spain and Mexico. Just imagine whether it would be just as dramatic here.
Yes.
Ball goes in towards Odegaard, back towards Lakonga. It's headed clear by Pavard. Here is Musiala. Musiala forward, finds Leroy Sané. Sané in towards Partey. It's Trossard, Jesus. Jesus looking forward. It's cleared away by Davis. Here is Gabriel Jesus. Jesus in towards Havertz. Havertz has got players over. Great eyes from Yubari, and unfortunately can't find the pass. And Vidovic will instead lead it away. And it'll be Iran's turn to whether they can find the overlapping ball here as Vidovic. He takes a little bit too long, and Jesus wins it back. Trossard, you can see the green shirts flooding forward now. Jesus, goalkeeper's out. And it's slowly going to drift clear into safety. But those types of opportunities, especially with Manuel Neuer, can go absolutely anywhere.
And as you said, we will see the Iranian player doing things that nobody does.
Absolutely.
Well, it's the first time we see a goal is so far away.
And he may not have to wait too much longer to see that goal again. As he said, ball is acrobatically cleared. Here is Leroy Sané. Sané looking forward to Vidovic. Timber intercepts, finds Davis. Davis to Vidovic. Partey intercepts it once more. Here is Timber. Timber down the line, looking for Havertz, but Davis will intercept, and can Iran do something here? They can't on this occasion. And you've got to think, guys, with 15 in-game minutes left to go here, roughly, what would you do if you're either player here?
I think it's just the subs now here.
Yeah, and I don't know, in terms of game plan, what would you change, or would you just stick with what you know for you?
I will go for the penalty shootout.
You go for the penalties. You go for the penalties. That's commendable.
You hate penalties.
That is commendable. That is commendable.
But I have Dibu Martinez, so...
Yeah, I was going to say, it's always a handy person to have as Trossard looks to play it forward. Havertz won the overlap. He's got players there if he needs it. And Neymar and Arsenal have the... They had it momentarily, did the advantage. It's gone back the other way for Iran. It's in towards Tell. Tell, can he get the strike away? It's deflected into the hands of Ramsdale.
Ricochet.
And at the corners of our headsets, we can hear the players who've assembled in front of us with bated eyes and breath as they are looking for all of the action that is going on here. I think I can see the right arm of a French representative just leaning forward in his chair as he's looking to engross himself in this game. And as such, it just goes to show you, when the World Esports Championships is on, everybody's attention is here.
Yeah, everyone's watching. Everyone wants to see who wins this one. It's been a hell of a tournament.
It's been a great tournament to have here. Again, it came through, what, 107 nations. It got whittled down to 64 for the knockout. It got whittled down to 32, then to 16, then to 8, and then we ended up with our final 4.
And watch how quick they go through the tactics. This is something we touched on a lot. They don't want to give any chance to their opponent, not just for this game, but for future games as well. What's he doing on 70 minutes?
Yep.
And that might seem really over, I suppose, complicated, but that is the measures that they go to. They're like, what did he do at level, you know, at minute 70 or 75?
Yeah. There are some players who hide it using the help menus and things like that. There's so much little gamesmanship. You see Wana in and to Tell. Tell's onside. Iran are in, and it's gone! Iran have the lead. They broke that deadlock with 1-1. They have broke it to get it to 2-1, and it all came from the substitutes. Those little tiny changes that you saw. It's the man with the white gloves. It's Wana. It's that, as I said, snooker referee. He finds his way through, plays it into Tell. Tell sweeps it home. It's 2-1 with, what, just under 15 in-game minutes left to go here. And as we can no doubt see here, chats have exploded left and right.
Now.
They are very much happy to see that goal go in. And as such, we are now potentially looking at 10 minutes, give or take, left on the clock. And all of a sudden, these micro changes all come in again, and it's all part of the game plan. As we said,
what could you do now if you were in the Japan's shoes?
You're going to have to go for it. In this instance, because as you said, best of 5, you've got some games to play with, go for it. Or use it as a fact-finding mission. Try and go for it. I agree. And again, if you're Iran, absolutely do what you're doing here. Yes, you are battening down the hatches. Yes, you're trying to secure the victory. But that's what you need to do in these instances. I think sometimes there are eFootballers out there that kind of see it as a negative to maybe change your formation and try and park the bus, as it were. But it's what's effective, and it's what gets you over the line at these tournaments. You know, because as much as we can sit there and say, well, you know, he's got really good gameplay, you've got to have some managerial nous almost. You've got to have some ideas.
Yes, and this formation is 1-9-1.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's basically what he's playing.
Yeah, but he's built the wall. He has built the wall, and it's now Japan's job to try and tear through it and get a goal. Because again, with what you're talking, what 10, little under 10 in-game minutes left, he's got to find something.
There will be a chance, though.
There will be one. I think you can always say there'll always be one more big chance in eFootball. Here's Vieira down the line, looking to Jesus. Jesus looking to find a way in. Here is Japan, and the door is closed. Which way has it gone? It's gone for a corner. Great eyes for Rita. Let's see what happens here. Ball into the box, looking for Rob Holding's header. It's drilled across. Is Balogun, though, to try and recover it for Japan. Balogun. It's given away to Choupo-Moting. It's a good step out, but Tell is there free. He's just trying to head it forward, as we said before. As long as you keep the ball in play, it doesn't matter where it goes in terms of territory. So long as it is on the field, the clock will keep ticking. Here's Balogun trying to win the header, and Japan will try and right that wrong. And instead, it's a big hoof clear by Goretzka. Yeah, exactly from Farid's standpoint. It's almost like he's coaching Iran at this point, telling him to clear it at will. With Balogun, though, who's Smith Rowe, back to Balogun. Balogun, across the way. Vieira looking to dink that one in towards Jesus. Go get a foot there, though. And there is 4 added minutes here. There's a lot of time there, though. If the ball can be recovered by Japan, there's a lot of time there to play with. We just saw it a second ago, the Arsenal style, with Choupo-Moting looking to potentially head for the corner here, but he's lost the ball. Vieira will recover it. He's got it down to Jesus early.
Foul him, I think he's going to do.
It's going to have to be a technical or a foul, maybe, but it's through there. Smith Rowe in towards Nketiah. Nketiah. It's great defensive challenge from Pavard. Gnabry will take the ball away, and Iran take game 1.
That's a brilliant tackle there, and Levin knows that that's a half chance, if not more than a half chance.
And what a good challenge that was, right at the death. He got Iran over the line. That is what is needed at this level. It doesn't have to be pretty. No, it just needs to be effective. That's all it needs to be.
What an opener, though, lads. I mean, if this is how it's going to shape up for the rest of it, I mean, what a cracking game to open that. I think as well that Hassan, have we seen him be put under that much pressure yet in the tournament? He did look under pressure for a large portions of the game, but he still showed his mettle there, and that's why he has been one of the best players that has been in this tournament. He seems to have everything, doesn't he? He seems to have everything.
He's got a tool for every job that is required, and just as we saw some of those camera shots there, you saw a couple of the representatives from countries that have been knocked out. Most notably there, Mednasa. He called this final to me, I think it was day 1. Walked up to me and said, Iran-Japan final. That's what it will be.
There is the Mexican man.
Mystic Med may have just struck, but as we look at the tail of the tape from game 1, there really wasn't a lot to separate them.
No, look at that.
The shots on target and the shots taken, certainly, in terms of passes and ball retention, it's very, very similar.
Yes. But the shots show a difference.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's more than the double. I mean, the quantity is small.
Yeah.
But if we see it like in perspective, it's more than double.
Yeah. But I mean, they both got one good, solid chance, and they both scored it. So there's nothing really that you can do if you're Leva there. Just keep ticking away, doing what you're doing. And then also for Hassan, is he going to be able to depend as this tournament goes on, as this final goes on? Is he going to be dependent on those set pieces? Because he does have that power with Bayern. He has that power. He has all those players with the player skills, heading, aerial superiority, all of these that give him the edge that are just able to blow other players away.
And the thing is as well, he has experience of winning this competition already. So he's already got that there. He knows what it's like to be on main stage. He knows that feeling.
2019.
Yeah.
2019 indeed was a great year for Hassan Pajani. He's back here again representing Iran.
So this is best of 5. Whoever wins 3 matches first keeps the gold medal.
That is it. That is all that is on the line here. First and second place as Lima looks to recover it for Iran. Here's Vidovic. Timber clears it away. Lokonga. Lokonga forward. What can Lokonga do here? There's Kimmich instead. Taken away. Here's Lima. Lima to Musiala. Musiala, nice dummy there just to throw Odegaard off the scent. Tell looking for Sane, and Declan Rice comes out. It's nice to have a ball-playing centre back there. That's
why he's there.
It's nice, really nice to have a ball-playing centre. Odegaard, brilliant ball through the line here. Finds Kai Havertz looking back for Lokonga, but Kimmich will take it away. Here is Vidovic. Forward to Tell, and Iran are on the attack. Nice double touch there just to kind of open the passing lanes, but Party will close them very quickly, and Japan will look to try and drive forward. Here's Kai Havertz. Havertz in towards Lokonga again, but Davis will take it clear, and Lokonga's out of position here. If Iran can maybe just get this ball on the deck and just play it about a little bit more. But instead, Declan Rice is charged forward from centre-back, and Trossard just loses his kind of placement there. I think it was a super cancel just to try and get the run.
Yeah, he tried to super cancel into the run.
He just kind of forgot where he was. There's Pavard.
If you just tuned in, we are watching the final between Iran and Japan. This is best of 5. It's Iran who won the first one. It's Iran with the Bayern Munich with the black shirts. It's Japan with the Arsenal with the green shirts.
And if you didn't catch the third place playoff, where were you? You missed all of the drama between Mexico and Spain. Mexico walking away the victor there. And they take third place here at the World Esports Championships. Here is Martin Odegaard. And Japan are looking to try and write a little bit of history for themselves. They've won a free kick in some very prime real estate in terms of getting the ball into the box.
It's a chance. I mean, it is a chance from nothing, really. I don't know what the ref saw there.
It's
You saw something I didn't.
It's a brief stumble is what we saw. Martin Ødegaard, is he going to go for goal? No, he's not. He's played across the box. One from the training ground. Nearly found Jesus.
That was class.
A good one.
Yeah. Very good one. He's used the kind of setting your trajectory to fool Hassan Pajani there, and he kind of froze everybody just a little bit, and Jesus was live to it. He just couldn't get on the end of it.
Just a step behind, wasn't he? That was it.
It was.
Could have been a
15
goal.
minutes gone here. It is 0-0 in game 2. As we said, game 2, the most, I would say, in a best of 5, it's the most important game, because you're either going to give yourself the opportunity to go 2 games ahead and really put yourself on match point, or you're going to give yourself an avenue back into the series and take it and make it 1-1. Here is Kai Havertz on towards Martin Ødegaard. Ødegaard looking for a ball through the line up at Meccano. Takes it clear. Here is Leroy Sané. Sané in towards Musiala, headed on to Lema. Lema in towards Vidovic. Vidovic looking in field there. Timber will clear it away. Here's Havertz. Jesus.
And now the obligation is on Japan's side, but is Iran the one who deals the cards in this game?
Yeah,
I
he's
think
playing
so.
from a position of power now because he's got one in the bank. You know, he can, I won't say afford to lose one, but he definitely wanted to get that first one out of the way to get that first win.
And certainly a psychological hit as Musiala may do some more damage. Sané with the strike on the ball!
Mamadera.
As you can hear from my co-commentators and myself, we react as fans because it is that enthralling.
We forget ourselves,
We
Wes.
do forget it. We do forget it. We certainly do. We react as football fans. There's a wonderful strike there that just cannoned off the crossbar. You can see what he was lining up there with Leroy Sané. As the ball looks to go forward here. Rob Holding takes it away. Here is Timber. Havertz with a header. Finds it down to Ødegaard. Davis will intercept it once more. Davis forward. Looks to Leroy Sané. Sané in towards Tell. Tell to Sané. Sané looking for the stunning pass. Finds it into Lema. Lema looking for players to come back onside there. It's Tell who was coming back onside. Here is Leroy Sané. Lokonga challenges, nothing given, and Arsenal throw.
He builds every play.
Yeah.
If he's not
so patient.
100% happy, he starts all over again.
Yeah,
he
he
has no
recycles
problem.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that patience you need. If the players aren't exactly where you want them to be, you go back and you rebuild. You don't always have to go forward. You can always take a dribble and try and find an avenue out. As Upamecano wins it back. Here's Lema in midfield, and you can see just trying to get it forward into that front 3 as quickly as possible. Musiala in towards Sané. Sané looks to get it across to Musiala. Holding, drills it out, and it is a corner. 35 in-game minutes gone here. Iran with the corner. They have got 1 game up at the moment. Here is Sané. Delivering towards the back post, looking for Vidovic's header. It's flicked away, only as far as Alphonso Davis. Davis to De Ligt to Davis. Davis looking into the box here. Stunning cross maybe. Super cancels out of it. Finds Lema. Davis. Musiala. Davis. It's moving around here. Kimmich in towards Vidovic. Vidovic looking for Sané, who looked to strike, and Rice comes away with it. And now the counter-attack could be on here for Japan. Here's Ødegaard. Trossard. What can Trossard get done here? Finds it into Jesus. Jesus in towards Ødegaard. Ødegaard, can he find help? He can. Finds a brilliant ball into Jesus. Cleared away by De Ligt. Here's a corner ball to Arsenal.
Scintillating counter-attack there, and he just was that miss-pass away from getting a brilliant chance on goal there.
Yeah, it's a big opportunity there, and it took the Dutch foot of Matthias De Ligt to take it away. Here's Gabriel with the flick on. Keeper's out of his box, or out of his goal, should I say. Such is the freneticness of our commentary. We sometimes lose our minds as to where this ball and where these players actually are.
Manuel Neuer is crazy today.
It's that offensive goalkeeper trait. I will tell people no more about that offensive goalkeeper trait. It causes chaos. As Havertz looks infield and looks to find Jesus. He's got it away there. He's prodded it in towards Ødegaard, but De Ligt again gets back the other side, and it will kind of drift through here.
Each pass is so millimetric, you know.
It is. Goalkeeper's out. Get it! Goalkeeper's out once more. I told you. And it's Trossard will recover the ball. Ødegaard. Havertz! Oh, what a save!
Wow.
Manual save there. No time for the corner. And it will be going in at the half at 0-0.
Yeah, and where are the ones that criticized Neuer? Where are the ones?
Manuel Neuer, I think, wants to be seen by as many people as possible on this stream because he is doing some crazy things here.
I know we said Iran do things that we've never seen before, but I think Manuel Neuer is doing things that we've never seen before. Here's Tell, Sané, and we get the kick-off here from Pavard. It's cleared away once more. Here's Havertz. Can we get a goal in this half, or will it be all the way through to 0-0? I would suggest it's probably not going to end 0-0.
No,
Here
it's
is
not.
Havertz.
It's too open.
Is he baiting with the keeper?
The potential that could be a ploy, maybe, but it's a very risky ploy. Here is Lokonga. Lokonga to Partey. Partey to Lokonga. Lokonga looking in towards Trossard.
Oh, brilliant defender.
It's headed back and away and into the goalkeeper's hands. Here is Manuel Neuer. Certainly wants to be seen and heard on this live stream, as Barry has suggested.
I don't think Hassan is even controlling Neuer. He's just doing what he wants.
He's
just doing his own thing.
It's such a risk as well. Here is Trossard. Trossard, what can he do? But don't forget as well, the substitute goalkeeper for Bayern Munich before the transfers kicked in would have been Jan Sommer. Of course, he's now transferred away, which has caused certainly a bit of a problem with goalkeepers at Bayern Munich at the moment. And that is why you're left with Manuel Neuer in this instance, because he's the best rated goalkeeper they have, but he's also the most offensive goalkeeper they have. Here is Joshua Kimmich. Tell to Vidovic. Vidovic, slide rule pass to Tell. Trying to get away from Rob Holding. Timber will recover, but you can see the black shirts just swarm around Timber.
It's so precise.
It was very precise indeed.
Thin.
Yeah, the margins for error have never been thinner and never been greater of a risk and reward in the final of the World Esports Championships here. As we said, it would be hotly contested. It would be very close indeed between these two teams, as Jesus looks to try and play a ball forward and bounce off the back of Davis. I think Jesus may have been offside on that occasion, but we'll never know.
Marginally, yeah.
Here is Declan Rice, Ødegaard forward to Jesus. He's got players over if he can use them. Jesus looking to roll it in, and it's off the feet of Upamecano. It's cleared away once more. And as you can tell, pardon the pun, you can see that they're just trying to bypass that midfield, and they're just trying to keep it out of harm's way of those DMFs. They are so important.
The ball flies over the middle.
It's absolutely air raid football. As Ødegaard plays it in, it's cannoned off a Delict, goes back to Neuer.
Japanese player smiling.
Yeah, he knows he's doing the right thing. He just needs one of those breaks to actually go his way.
Everybody gets one, as the saying goes. Everybody will get one, and there will be one more big opportunity, I would say, in this game. It's just a case of who it falls to and whether they can take it by the scruff of the neck, as Lehmer tries to win the header. Partey wins it. Japan looking forward. Trossard, Jesus, Ødegaard. Ødegaard to Lokonga. Lokonga. Where is he going to go here? He's backheeled it to Ødegaard. He's got to rebuild here. Neat passing there from Japan. Trossard will try and win that back. Ødegaard will. Trossard. Havertz. Havertz. What's he going to do here? He's found it in towards Trossard. Trossard staying strong. Upamecano is just that bit stronger. As we said, physicality in uniform stats mode is always the premium stat to look for. Tell into Kimmich. Kimmich back to Tell. Tell to Sane. Sane, can he find a strike here? What is he going to do? He can't turn in field, and Partey will clear it. Here is Havertz, and you see there Japan as well. If you're looking at the radar on the bottom of your screen, he's struggling to get that man over. He's struggling to get that overload here.
He is. He is struggling, but when he does find it, he's just that one pass away. So I was just about to say, subs might actually bring in a bit of freshness there.
Yeah,
and just to spread it out a little bit, because Hassan looks happy enough defending that.
Yeah, you've got to do something to rattle Hassan Pajani. You've got to do something to rattle Iran. And again, looking at the way the formations are set up, it's very narrow. It's very through the middle. It's not really lending itself. Yes, there's Jesus out there, and yes, there's Trossard out there, and they're certainly moving these guys about. But in the reality, as you said, it's one thing putting your players out there to be wide, but it's a different thing actually using them in wide positions.
Exactly. And that's probably what Japan are looking for here, just one chance. We will have chances yet.
And we saw the effect that substitutes had in the previous game. Tell scored off of, well, it was a throw. It was a throw-in, but it wasn't in this part of town, as it were. Here's Choupo-Moting trying to win the header. It's Jorginho, though. Japan, can they profit? Jorginho in towards Jesus. Jesus, can Japan find a way in? Looking for Vieira. Upamecano wins the header, and that's where that physicality comes in. Bayern Munich have it in spades in terms of their spine. We've mentioned it countless times in terms of their units that they have to work with. See, Guerrero wins the header. Choupo-Moting finds it to Tell. Tell's got away from his defender. It's Tell. Goes for the swinging strike. What's a block? What's a block? It's got in! It's got in! It's Tell! How has that gone in? I need a replay. How has that gone in?
Oh, man. That is cruel, I think, for Japan there. He looked to have done everything right. What a block.
What a block. But what was the...
I don't know. I
lost
actually
it.
don't know.
I need the replay.
Yeah, we need to see it again.
I need the replay because I couldn't quite
Was it a
follow
bounce?
it.
Did a bounce take it over the keeper's hand?
Let's have a look. It goes to Choupo-Moting. It goes to Tell. It was a brilliant block from Gabriel. And then out of nowhere, it bounces to Werner.
Oh, he got a touch on it.
He got a touch on it.
He got an
turned
extra
it home.
touch on it.
And again, that's one of those at home. If you're playing on your couch at home, you're just spamming the shoot button and hoping something happens. Yes. And for him and for Iran, they go 1-0 up here, and it's just as we said. Yeah. After the restart, after subs, it's changing the game.
Yeah, that's the gamble you take.
Sometimes, if you risk, you may get a prize, and that is what Iran is getting in this match. So, if this ends like this, what a difficult third match for Japan.
I think it's a difficult match for Japan, regardless, but certainly being 2-0 down potentially. If you go in 2 down against a player like Iran, and for Iran to win 3 in a row, it would have to be an incredible, kind of incredible play. But from what we've seen from Iran, they make the incredible just very normal.
Possible.
Like they make it normal. So from Hassan Pajani's standpoint, he's got the lead. As you can see from his game plan, he's going back to that tactic of just build the wall. Let's build the wall and snuff it out.
Yeah,
that's all we've got to do.
He's right to do this, man. He doesn't, he has to. He wants to close out the game here. That's what he wants. He doesn't care how he's going to set up his defense. He just wants to close out his game and say, well, listen, if you're going to throw everything at me, I'm just going to build a wall, as Wes said there, and come at me and see what happens. I've got my goal. I can sit back. Will it be enough for Ida? Will there be another spin to this? We will see. But it's
what I'm seeing is that Japan has just swapped his wings, but he's still very central.
Yeah.
He's not playing a wide game.
Yeah, certainly not. And that is almost his downfall here, is that, yes, you can stick to your game plan. I absolutely agree. You can stick to your game plan, you can stick and have faith in it, as Smith Rowe looks to play it forward. Smith Rowe into the box. Balogun! Oh, what a chance! What a chance!
Yeah, he will
the goal was begging. The goal was begging to be hit.
A minute 83.
83 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, this
7 minutes.
Would
that was the chance.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was the big chance. That was the big chance. He beat the offline.
That
Offside.
was the answer of what we were saying. He's very central. Okay, look how central I am.
Yeah.
Go to the 9.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. You can be brave. You can be committed to your own play style. I take that point on board. But the problem there is that you also run the risk of running into a player that can overwhelm you, and that is what Japan have ran into here. They ran into a player that, yes, can get a goal and then can snuff it out.
Yes. Yeah, that's what he's done. I mean,
because it's so difficult. And this is not, this is an intriguing game for 1-0 as it ticks over to the 88th minute. The reason why there's so much intrigue is it's been so equal throughout the game. It's just been that moment after the restart, after the substitutions have come in, that's where the game gets changed.
And Iran keeps attacking. He says, gimme the ball.
Yeah, he certainly is, and he's not going to let it go too cheaply, although he has let it go there. Smith Rowe, Nketiah, Vieira looking through the line. Delit gets a foot to it, and that will surely be that.
That's it.
For Iran. If it goes across halfway, had to go, and there it is. 2 games up. It is now match point for Iran in the World Esports Championships final.
And I need to ask to you guys, is this a surprise?
Well, it's a surprise for me as to how close the games have been, because if you'd have listened to, again, delegates, players around the venue, you ask them, who would you favour? And it's always been Iran and Japan. And when this broke out into the final, when you then re-ask them, when you re-ask them, they go, it's going to be Iran, and he'll maybe have an easier time. It's like he absolutely hasn't had an easier time. This has been a very difficult time.
It will be Japan as well.
Yeah, and there's been quite a few that have said, as I said at the time, keep your eyes on Japan. And it has been an incredibly difficult game for Hassan Pajani, as I'm sure he will concede. If he does go on to win this 3-0, it won't, as much as we saw in the last game where we were talking about, a game finishing 3-0 or a series ending 3-0, it doesn't really tell the story. And look how close it is again.
But look at the interceptions, lads. That's the big thing there. I mean,
massive.
That tells all you need to know there. That Leva, I actually felt, Leva actually looked very dominant in large portions of that. But Hassan is just, as I said, I don't see any weakness in his game. I actually don't see any weakness at all.
And he got the one thing in there that Leva has not had yet, which is a big slice of luck.
Yeah, he got a break.
He got a break. He got a break, but he made the most
Yeah.
of that break. Yes, it's one thing getting lucky, but it's a very different thing actually capitalizing on it.
You make your own luck.
The weakest link in Iran's game may be the keeper.
Well, yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, that's probably it. You're right.
But looking at how Neuer is, certainly he keeps bringing him. Well, it's not necessarily maybe him bringing him out. It may just be, like we said, because
His
of that
player
offensive,
ID, yeah.
his player ID and the offensive goalkeeper trait. He's just going to come flying out of goal.
So we have match point for Iran. Match point. If Hassan wins this game, he will be the champion of this
And we're off and running
IESF edition.
And we're off and running here. Lima.
Same team, same shirts.
Same teams, same shirts.
Iran with the black
Potentially
shirt.
same outcome. Vidovic forward and
Japan
ball is
with the
cleared away.
green one.
Again, it is Japan from right to left. It is Iran from left to right. Here is Trossard for Japan. Jesus just can't get that ball. Once he takes that turn, he can't get the ball out. Here's Vidovic, Lima, Vidovic in towards Musiala. Gabriel will get a foot in and will clear that one away. Only as far as Joshua Kimmich. Again, it's that recovery of the ball with Iran. It's like a swarm, as we see here. Musiala back towards Sane. Sane in towards Lima. Partey will get it cleared away. Here's Trossard. Trossard. There's Kimmich. Musiala. Down to Sane. Sane infield. What can he conjure up here? Not a lot as it goes. Here's Odegaard. Partey. Roast in this game.
Yeah, it's very intriguing.
As we see Jesus looking for helpers and those around him, and he can't quite find help there. Here's Tell.
So remember, this is match point for Iran. This is the final. We will have a champion today.
We will have a champion, one way or another.
One way or another, indeed.
I think it's vital Japan score first, lads. Oh, I really do feel that. I think he needs to put Hassan on.
Trouble there! And Ramsdale.
That's what I
Ramsdale
said
nearly causing problems there. We talk about goalkeepers causing problems for Iran.
I like that Leva smiles when that happens.
Yeah, you can see the smile that just came across his face there. Lima to Vidovic. Vidovic, Musiala. Thomas Partey. Ball's intercepted, finds Joshua Kimmich. Musiala.
Quite a
Musiala
part
to
to
Tell.
have.
It might be party time for Iran if they can get this third game over the line. Here's Sane. Smartly recovers the ball.
He starts building again.
He's building again.
It's just not the way he wanted it, but he's given the ball away midfield here. And can Japan get something going here? They just can't seem to find that loose man. They do find Lokonga on this occasion.
That's also the risk of recycling and rebuilding, that you go back into your field.
And you invite pressure with that. Here's Odegaard to Havertz. Havertz with a quick turn, but De Ligt will clear it away. Vidovic. Vidovic goes to that crossfield, and Declan Rice will intercept it. Lima wins it back, though. And now there could be problems here if Iran can take advantage here. Sane.
Opa!
So now it's dispossessed by Declan Rice and won away by...
Declan Rice says, stay away with that foolishness.
Shut the door.
Shut the door
Get
on
that
that foolishness.
Get that out of here. That's what
We
that
like
was.
to see a bit of flair. I mean, it's not like there's anything on the line here, you know?
Yeah, it's just a small matter
They're out
of,
having fun here, you know?
Yeah, just a small matter of a world, esports championship title. Nothing big. Nothing big at all.
Just throw in a few tricks and a few roulettes.
Just 10 grand.
That's what we want to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Here is Trossard. Trossard looking to get that forward. He finds Jesus. Jesus got a man over. Can he find him? And Davis gets across. And again, even in the moments where Azerbaijan looks in trouble, his defense is so good.
Very solid.
His defense is so good. His defense is so good. Gets across the line, covers the possibility of a pass, and as such, kind of just makes it look very ordinary.
And have you seen that both of these players have a team that looks that they never get tired? They are never slow.
No.
When returning, they always have some air.
Yeah, it's the physicality, as we said, the aspect of it with the uniform stats. It will lend itself to you again. If of course you're using defensive or a counter target, it will also help you with conserving energy across the field.
No, I agree, and especially as the subs are brought on, they both use subs very effectively. Just obviously Hassan better.
Yeah. As Leva finds a way in, here is Odegaard. Odegaard, can Japan get a strike off? They still can't.
It's a stunning cross. I think he was looking for there. I think I
Yeah.
could be mistaken. I was thinking, was it a stunning cross? Because that's probably the only option. He wasn't going to score from that angle, you'd imagine.
And you know, those are the interceptions that make the numbers later.
Absolutely.
Brilliant defensively.
As you see down the line here, Pavard, Sane, Musiala, Iran will be here again if they can find an opportunity. As Musiala, Vidovic takes a very heavy touch, goes into Partey, free kick given. Now we've seen some free kick trickery from many of players that we have seen here. What has Hassan Bajani got in his bag of tricks here?
Let's see.
See if he can do it with Sané maybe.
For me, it will go to the right.
I wouldn't like to call where he's going to go. You never know what they're going to do. There's a manual keeper there, try and move it. Don't be fooled by the trajectory here, people. Here's Sané with the strike. It's over the wall, just about, but he took the sting out of the shot, and it was into Ramsdale's hands. Again, if it's anything to go by like the first game, it'll be, you know, one goal maybe here or there, and then it will be action stations for whoever gets that goal. Here's Jesus, Havertz. There's no mistakes in this Iranian game at the moment. Here's Sané. Lokonga intercepts it. Lokonga to Declan Rice. Rice forward. Can he get done? Into Ødegaard. Ødegaard to Trossard. Trossard. Into Lokonga. Lokonga. Davis will intercept it, and out it comes again once more. Here's Leroy Sané. Sané. Here's Thomas Partey. Japan trying everything they can here. Still in the opening stages, or at least in the closing stage of this first half of game 3 here. Again, just a reminder, if Iran win this game, it is done and dusted. If they don't,
he's mocking up some ball, isn't he? He's mopping up serious ball there.
It's ball retention and ball recovery. It's, as you see here, Musiala. It's finding the passes back out when he has the ball. When he loses the ball, it's the ability to re-find the ball.
Yeah, he's closing every gap, really. Defensively, he's just been superb. And as I said, it's hard to pick a weakness to exploit for, you know, if you are Leva here, what do you kind of do? I mean, he's not playing bad. He's getting chances, but he wants that one clear-cut chance. It's very hard to know what to change. It's very hard to know.
But it's very hard to get it when Bayern have such a, like you say, a physicality type of advantage.
Perhaps he must accept that he won't have that really clear opportunity. Perhaps he needs to take more risk.
Yeah, you have to now in the second half.
Shoot from outside the box.
Yeah, it has to. Or he's going to try and beat him with pace, or what is he going to do? You know, what is he going to hit? Dead Awake asking about what play styles we can see. We'll only see them if we can go into, or if we see what they change in game plan. But I think it's very rare for players to change game plans mid-game, so we won't really actually be able to see that. But again, as Barry quite already said, from the kind of the telltale signs that we're seeing here, it's long ball counter or it's quick counter. I think certainly there might be an idea for quick counters. Vidovic gets forward here. Musiala's broken the line. Musiala! He scored! Iran have taken the lead!
Oh man, that could be it. That could be it. And you see, Hassan, we've talked about these two guys, very calm, very focused. But Wes, one chance again, we just get after a breakage in the play, right from the second half. And he just absolutely crashes it across the goals. What a finish. Musiala draws first blood again.
And I must say that if there is a word that may define Hassan is patience.
Yeah.
He didn't rush. He didn't get crazy about it. He just expected the right time.
He's patient, he's confident, he knows what he wants to do, and he knows how he wants to play. And again, that run on there, the reason why that run's on there is because Lever's anticipating a turn that doesn't come. So as a result, the defender isn't set right, and as a result, can just go through. And he's found the ball, I mean, anywhere other than that, and it's wide of the post.
It's just a brilliant finish from a tight angle, like.
Brilliant finish, as Sané and Vidovic will try and combine here. And got to think that Lever has got to maybe try and do something a little bit different here, because at the moment it is all around.
And in fact, he passed through 2 defenders.
He did indeed. Here's Jesus. Can Lever find a chance here? Up on Meccano. Away we go. It's Tell with the header. Here's Lokonga.
If this ends with this result, Hassan Bajani from Iran will be the champion.
Yeah, I think if I read the stat sheet correctly, it would be his 3rd title if he takes this away. As you see, Havertz.
He's just getting crowded out in midfield again.
He's indeed. Lema.
Swamped.
Vidovic.
It's like if Leva vanished from the game.
Yeah, it's very much like he's just said, no, this is my ball, I'm having it back and I'm keeping it from you. This is exactly what the game will need. Has Lema, Tell.
Offside. Just off, I think.
And now, of course, Hassan Bajani will try for things to start being a little bit slower, a little bit more casual.
Yeah,
you know, hiding the balls.
Yeah, it's probably more about possession here now. We're going to see a bit of possession here, I think now.
Exactly.
That's what we're going to see.
I think so. I think it's a case of, as we said, once you've got a goal, what do you do to your opponent? If your opponent does not have the ball, they can't damage you.
Yeah.
So if he chooses to retain the ball in whatever fashion he chooses to do it.
But also remember, we are still early in the match.
Absolutely.
It's too late. It's too early to go full defensive.
It's too early. It's too early for it.
But look at the formation. He's not parking the bus.
Not yet.
Not yet. But he's certainly setting the kind of the chess pieces in place for it.
He's ready. He's making the subs.
Because if you notice, the substitutes he's brought on are the same substitutes that happen when he starts to tuck in. But also, as we rightly pointed out, if it's one chance that Hassan needs, it's going to be one chance that Leva needs for Japan as well. So that's all it is, and it's incredibly tough, as we see. Pavard clears it away once more.
And they're both expecting the other one to miss in just once, because as Japan needs to attack, Iran will be open for the counter-attack.
That's it. It is a game of cat and mouse at this stage now.
Yes, exactly. You're listening.
Ball
Smith
going
Rowe.
through Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe into Havertz. Havertz! That's a save! Oh, it's Delit that will clear it away for a corner.
He's living dangerously with that one, Frida, but I definitely think that was a big chance there. Yeah. I don't know, is there anything else he could have done there? Maybe take one extra touch, but there are the chances that you do need a little bit of luck. And in fairness, take nothing away from Hassan. I mean, he's been incredible, but he definitely has got a bit of luck of the green with it. Just a small bit, and it's been important.
Interesting stat from one of the keen eyes in the chat of Merriman, just pointing out, Hassan hasn't lost yet.
Yeah, he hasn't lost.
Throughout this entire competition. And if he can win this, that'll be it. It'll be done. It'll be an incredible record to have. But there is still time on the clock. There is still play to be had here. Ball into the box. It's cleared away, only as far as Fabio Vieira. Rafael Guerrero will clear. 63 minutes on the clock here. Anywhere will do right now, but as long as the ball is still in play, the clock will tick away. And you will not get those seconds back, I can absolutely assure you. As Havertz tries to win the header and he's offside.
Very interesting that Hassan is still, he's not gone blue on the defensive line. He just is still playing straight up, as you see there beside the player name box. You don't see that blue, it's just normal.
Absolutely. Wana with the header down to Tell. Tell, can he find a way in here? Beautiful turn.
Nice.
Referee had a decision to make, though. It was a little bit of a stumble. We've seen them given, but he wasn't on that occasion.
Ref says no play on, boys.
Nothing.
Ball is with Timber. Timber to Jorginho. Jorginho to Timber.
He needs to go fast to the other side. Very fast.
Here it is. Havertz just can't find that out ball. It's up at Meccano, who swallows it up every time, and he's just getting the right side of him every single time. Here's Wana to Tell. Can Hassan finish it off? He can't. It's going towards Gabriel. Here's Smith Rowe. Balogun. Balogun. Can he find a way? He can find Smith Rowe. Can Japan find an equaliser? They've got to turn back here. Smith Rowe in towards Fabio Vieira. He's got the right side of him. Smith Rowe in towards Havertz with a half chance. Couldn't get the right purchase on it, and as such, goes out for a goal kick.
But yeah, no pace or power there in that shot.
If you looked at the play, he lost the ball. Iran lost the ball. But 1 second later, he got already his defense on their place again.
Yeah, we're very impressed with his defending.
It's amazing.
Yeah, he's been fantastic.
How fast? How fast?
It's
just
the powers
instant recovery.
It's the powers of recovery. That's what it is. It's when he looks vaguely in trouble, he's then out of it quicker than you can say he's in trouble. That's how quick it is. Jorginho, Havertz, in towards Balogun, can't get away from Delit. Delit will launch it forward again. 15 in-game minutes left here. Or less than. Here is Serge Gnabry, fresh off the bench. Gnabry in towards the box, looking for Tell. Tell might head it back across. Choupo-Moting, good save. Wonder on the rebound! Just when you thought it was safe to leave the rebound alone, up pops Hassan Bajani and just reacts to it quickest. gets there, ball headed across. You thought, oh, that's got to be a goal, surely. Great save from Ramsdale. Wanner's there on the rebound, sweeps it home. Goalkeeper's on the floor. It is 2-0 for Iran, and they are looking like they are on the hill, and they are about to take this whole damn thing.
The most stylish man on the pitch with the white gloves, lads. He has to be the man
It's
that
the
wins
snooker
this for
ref.
Hassan.
The snooker ref with the rebound. Unbelievable.
And now is bus time.
There we go. Park the bus. Beep, beep.
Yeah, it is beep beep. Put the handbrake on, shut all the blinds, turn the engine off, and just leave it there.
The bus is in the back.
Yeah.
Y Pajani
Get
para
your tickets
todos.
for the bus.
Absolutely.
Listen, he's doing the right thing, lads. He's doing
Just
the
seen
right
a
thing.
brilliant one in the chat there from Sandals. Hashtag white gloved assassin. Absolutely, that's exactly it. Sums up Wanner completely. Again, he's been so good, and again, in stat balancing mode, or at least in uniform stats mode, he's not a player that you would probably bring on in, say, a dream team or something of that ilk. But in this mode, he's worth his weight. He's gold.
I mean, you've Harry Kane on the bench, and people might be watching, where's Harry Kane?
Yeah.
Why isn't he starting? Well, this is why. You've got that stat balancing and a mixture of player skills bringing on with that boost to the stats. But listen, lads, I mean, just while we have a chance to catch our breaths, what an unbelievable performance so far from Hassan defensively.
Yeah.
Like, Leva has thrown everything at him, and he just, I still can't see a weakness in his game after watching him throughout this whole tournament. He's unbelievable.
Yeah. Normally, the discussion is has it been Leva that's been bad, or has it been Hassan that's been great? And I think in this case, it's Hassan being great.
Oh, he's superb,
it's Hassan being great. There is no way to look at it.
And I mean, he didn't make not even one mistake.
No, he has made Japan and Leva look incredibly ordinary.
Yeah.
Incredibly.
Exactly.
I mean, a fantastic performance, and it's not quite over yet, though.
And have in mind that Leva has wiped everyone before in this tournament.
Yeah, he's dumped out Mexico in the semis. He dumped out Greece, dumped out Poland. He's had a bit of a run here, but as we said, kind of a movable force and irresistible force and an immovable object.
He's nullified Leva, though. He's really nullified it, and it's taken nothing away from Leva. He's an unbelievable player as well, but it's just the matchup. I think physicality has come into this massively, Wes, with the size of the Bayern boys there at the back. They're just thrown around the players because they're not able to match them, I think, and that's a big thing in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, in stat balancing mode, physicality is the absolute king. And again, when Farita asked me, I believe, on one of the broadcasts, oh, well, Wes, if you were playing in, uniform stats mode, who'd you pick? It's Bayern Munich every time, because they have physicality and skill all the way through their lineup. It doesn't start and end with, Choupo-Moting or Harry Kane or Tell. It goes all the way through the spine of the team, and as such, it just gives you that avenue to just work the ball. It gives you the opportunity to just throw your bodies in, throw challenges in, throw up Makano. You can just throw a bit of strength in. Yes, that's a foul on that occasion, but more often than not, because the physicality is there, Upper Makano can just keep getting in, keep stealing that ball.
And you're listening to my friends, Wesa FC, The Midnight Kid. You have to follow them. These guys are amazing. They have YouTube channels, they are on socials. Wesa FC, The Midnight Kid. Please, if you like this game, of course, you know these guys. These are the best of the best. And a big shout out to Meadowman, to all the players there.
And to everybody in the chats as well, by the way, because they've been unbelievable all the way throughout this tournament. A big thank you to everybody who has been here and has been watching this through the group stages, through the knockouts. You could name so many people off the top of your head, but
and the technical team,
the technical team that have made all this possible. But as it stands right now,
we are so passionate about this game that we were asking things and this and that, and we worked together as a team, and I'm really happy, guys, to share this with you. It might be the last 2 in-game minutes of this tournament.
It might just be, and Iran might just have a new world champion on their hands. And it certainly looks that way as Tell makes the double touch.
No la pierda ahí, señor.
See Mighty Chiba in the chat, Call Alwick in the chat.
I think, Frida, you're going to have a lot of new fans with your goal celebrations as well. I think you're going to be famous around Romania.
Just might be.
I hope so.
You'll have little kids coming up. Can you do the goal, please?
It may just be. But I'll tell you, the most popular man that will be here will be Hassan Pajani if he can close this out.
He's earned it, man. He's earned it the hard way as well.
And it's great to see, of course, other athletes also sharing in this. They want to, they pick a team of who they might want to win, and they've gone with it. And certainly, as it looks at the moment,
It's eating the clock here
It's
now.
eating the clock.
It's eating the clock.
It's all them tricks.
The dark arts.
It is indeed. You see it in real football all the time as the clock ticks down,
without
and it will be
any shame.
6
Any
in-game
shame.
minutes left.
He has no problem about this.
He's very much keeping the ball in the corner here, but again, that's what football teams do.
Yeah.
You see it in the real world.
Whoa,
you see it in esports.
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
That's a lot.
There's a lot of things you can do
For
in
2
6
goals.
minutes.
Whoa, that's a lot, my friend.
If you can get this one chance and score, you'd never know, but
He's gone. He's also
There we go, I was just
looking
saying.
looking at his attack though. He's gone full
Yeah.
red as well. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
got
yeah.
Gabriel up front, and that he's going to leave gaps.
Yeah.
As we see,
That's-
Iran bring
that's
it down
not what
low,
he
just
wanted.
keeps the ball in play. But it's
That counts as a shot on target as well.
And also, the reason why you can hear my co-commentator laughing is that's exactly what he'd do if he was playing on his
Of
couch.
course.
As
That's
the
it,
ball
boys,
goes clear,
that's it.
that is going to be the last kicks of the game, and Iran are going to have a new world champion.
Iran is the champion! Iran, 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 Iran! Bajani, 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 Bajani! We have a new champion, and his name is Hassan.
Complete performance. A
Unbelievable.
complete performance from him. From
Unbelievable.
front to back, goalkeeping, set pieces, manual saves. It had absolutely everything.
It did, and more. And I think that Leva, when he looks back at this, he'll probably have learned a lot. But I just think that Hassan was the on-form or in-form player of this tournament. He's lived up to the hype, which is hard to do.
Yes.
Yes.
And he's got a lot of new fans, I think, with his play style. He's incredible
It's
player.
one thing being the favourite, but to carry it through
Yeah.
and perform under the brightest of lights.
Yeah.
When I was speaking to him, it's like, yeah, I'm representing my family,
Yeah.
my friends, my
Yeah.
countrymen, my everybody who is here, my delegate, everything, and it means everything to be an Iranian
Hello?
for Hassan Pajani. So again, we are currently waiting just to hear if the guys are ready for trophy lift. I am sure we will get a nod
John
when
is
that is the
waiting.
case. I'm sure John
He's
is
waiting
waiting in the
patiently.
wings. He's very much waiting in the wings. But we are currently just waiting, just making sure. I'm sure that Hassan's probably getting himself ready. I'm sure
Yeah.
there'll be an Iranian flag in there somewhere as well. But as you can see from the stats here, 2-0. It was complete. It was a complete performance.
Unbelievable performance across the series.
And that's all you could really say.
Amazing.
It was fantastic work from him.
So-
Commiserations to Leva.
Yeah,
And to
congrats
Japan.
to Hassan.
But we are ready to
Very
rock
good
and
match.
roll.
So we are ready. We can only say mulțumesc.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, everybody.
See you at the next IESF. Are you ready, my friend?
Absolutely, we are. And again, thank you to our casters. But more importantly, right now, congratulations are in order to Team Iran for the championship win of the World Esports Championship. Make some noise for Hassan Pajani. Hassan, congratulations, my friend. World champion. How does it feel?
Nice, really nice. Yeah.
You did it before. This is your second World Esports Championship, first time in 2019, also against Japan, again now here in 2023. How does this one feel any different than the last time?
Good feeling, just thanks God. Yeah.
Thanks to God, he's saying humble, and they both feel great. I'm sure they do indeed. Talk to me about your competition here, Japan. 3-0 win for you, but any words for your competition in Japan?
Was a nice game for me. Yeah.
It's a good game for me. I won 3-0. That's right. Congratulations again. Everybody make some noise for Team Iran, the champions of World Esports Championship for eFootball 2023. We'll, of course, have the official medal ceremony tomorrow in our closing ceremony where we'll be giving you the gold medal and representing your entire country. It must feel great. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, everyone, the entire eFootball community, for engaging with us the last few weeks. What a week of competition it has been. Over 60 countries started, 1 country ends, and in the end, Hassan Pajani is your winner, is your champion. On behalf of myself, our entire production team, the IESF, our brilliant casters who called the action all week long. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, Yash, for the energy, and we'll catch you all tomorrow for our championship finals of CSGO, Dota 2, and Mobile Legends Bang Bang. But for now, congratulations to my friend Hassan, and have a good night, everybody. Awesome. And we missed the trophy lift. I thought this was the global trophy for tomorrow night. I apologize, my friend. Y'all missed it at home, but my man had a chance to finally lift that trophy. Congratulations again. You want to do it one more time for the stream? We got a couple fans in the chat that have been seeing your name. One more time, you mind lifting the trophy again for the streamers watching? All right. One more time, everybody. Again, a congratulations. Lift the trophy one more time if you can to Hassan Punjani.